Going for a 4-4-2.
He didn't know what was going on in the room.
Elias managed to refrain from swearing.
He said, if you've got a problem with me, let's sort it out in the gym.
He's exactly the same as well. Look, the thing is...
Come on! Where has that come from?
Yeah.
They brought through the door. You know, look at the...
What a performance, the guys...
That we ruled off quite stupid things like that.
Live from Style Space at the Supporters Club. Right.
But he was getting a bit tired, I thought.
Come on! There we go! Come on!
Come on! Yeah! Go! Good morning or evening or afternoon. I have no idea where we are at. However, we are back, West Ham United, with our match day live. We face Manchester City today after 19 games on the bounce that they've won. Will they continue that bit of form and get 20 on the bounce? Or will West Ham turn up today and get a result against Manchester City? Keep your comments coming in and we will go through them as much as we can. Get your predictions in. Who do you want in the starting 11? I don't have any news yet. I'm not pushing for the news. It's just the way the world works. But we'll announce it to you as soon as it comes through the official channels, of course. So get your team news in and let me know who you would like to start today. Do you want Ben Rama to come in? Do you want, depending on the format of how the game will go today, do you think West Ham will sit back? Do you think we'll protect, etc.? But listen, I'd like to bring on a guest, the first guest of today, and it's actually a Manchester City fan. So it's Ray. Ray, thank you very much for joining us. How you doing? Can you hear me okay?
No worries. Yeah, I can hear you. How you doing?
Good. Yeah, good. Thank you very much, Ray. Can you just let everyone know where you come, what part of channel, etc., social media you're from?
Yeah. City Fan TV. I've been on YouTube for about 3 years. You might see me on various bits and pieces on other people's YouTube doing previews, the odd TV appearance and stuff like that. But mostly talking about games, doing previews and stuff, reviews, and anything to do with Man City.
Yeah, good man. Thank you for joining us. Listen, how are you feeling about today? We had a preview last night and we've been hearing a lot about, we were invited onto another channel. We've had another person on who's well known within the kind of City fan base. We've got yourself on today and we know that you are on a fantastic run. But you've got West Ham today. Do you feel confident? And you're right enough to feel confident. Listen, at the end of the day, we understand why you would feel confident. But do you think there's anything in what West Ham can give?
Yeah, look, it's always difficult facing a top four club, and West Ham a top four club now, challenging for Europe. So you got to give you a lot of respect. You deserve that respect. You don't, as Pep said, you don't get there where you are with the run you're on, with just a short sequence of wins. You're there on merit. You're in fourth position because you've got a body of work behind you. You've got 3 or 4 months of good performances, good results, winning games, getting points and putting up performances. So I think you'll give us a tough game, like the game down at your place at your ground earlier in the season, where it was really tough for us, really tough. And we had a few chances, but we couldn't break you down. And I expect you to do exactly the same. There's no way you're going to take us on toe to toe, because I think that's just a recipe for.
Yeah. Oh, are we okay? Are you still there, Ray? If he's keep the comments coming in, people. And yeah, I think we have lost Ray for a little while. If Ray, you could, we got you back, Ray. Have we got you? live. This is what happens when we go live. But Ray, if you've got the link, you can come back out and click back in and let me know what your thoughts are. I mean, listen, there's already rumours saying that Aguero will be starting for Man City. I mean, listen, he's not been starting as of late for the last couple of games. And, you know, look at the bench. I mean, they've got strength and depth all over the shop. It's left, right and centre for Manchester City. And, you know, in comparison to, you know, the strength and depth when it comes to West Ham, it's absolutely night and day. We're going to see if we can try and get Ray back in. Ray, can you hear me okay?
I've got a problem with my laptop, mate. It's just crashed. So.
Oh, that's fine. No worries. We're hearing already that it looks like Aguero will start today for Man City. But I mean, I was just talking there about the strength and depth from your squad, which is just absolutely Aguero.
We got loads of players, man. Yeah, Aguero.
You do?
I mean, it's a possibility. I wanted him to be. I wanted him to be a sub if Aguero starts. I wanted him to be a sub for about 6 weeks. I don't think he deserves to start. He's had the injury problems, and then now the focus is going to be on Aguero. We're going to play a different way because of Aguero. The same way when KDB came back against Arsenal, the focus was on KDB, and the ball had to go through him. Gundogan didn't play the same. Cancelo didn't play the same. You know, a few players weren't the same. Bernardo Silva wasn't the same. And just bringing them back, I just think let them play a sub. You know, let them ease back into it slowly. But we've got a game in 3 days' time, so that's the problem. We've got another game against Wolves on Tuesday, I think it is, and then we've got another game against United at the weekend. Then another game 3 days after that. So I that's why I'm assuming if Aguero is going to start, that's the reason.
Who do you fear the most, Dre, from West Ham? You've seen how West Ham have performed this year, and I mean, we understand that City are on this run of form, and they do look unbeatable at times. You know, however,
we're beatable.
Yeah.
Beatable. I mean, I'll tell you what I fear. I've only got a minute left. I've got to do my own stream.
Yeah,
but
that's fine. No worries.
Like Antonio, because he's got that. He's got a bit of pace. He's got that physicality, that strength. He's got a bit of skill and technique. You saw it with that goal he scored against Ruben Diaz. You know, you muscled Diaz for that great goal at your place. Susek, he's doing the business. You know, people never heard of him 6 months ago, and now, you know, this talk of other clubs looking at him. I think those two, Cresswell, putting good crosses. I mean, I think they're the easy names. Rice, before he disappears to United or Chelsea, possibly next season. Who knows?
A lot of people, you know, I think, you know, it's funny because we have several guests on each week, and a lot of people do think he'll go, and I don't, for doubt, think that depends on what West Ham can do and where West Ham can.
Champions League, I don't think he'll go.
It's what we are capable of doing this season. That's what's the key message, and potentially, even if it's not Champions League, I still think we've got Europe's the big calling now. You know, we're in the position we're in with 13 games to go, 14 games to go. We need to try and push on from this. This is going to be a massive test for us today, Ray.
Absolutely.
But what's your predictions? Because I know you need to head for your stream.
2-0 City. 2-0 City.
Right. Excellent. Okay. Well, listen, Ray, thank you very much. Hopefully we'll have you on at some point over the next for the next fixture moving on forward. But thank you for taking the time to come on today.
Take care, Anton.
Cheers for that, mate. Take care. Bye-bye. Yeah, really cool, guys, to have another guest on. I'm going to try and move that out of the way. But we're going to bring on who's going to be the co-host this morning. The co-host, and he's smiling away. He's smiling away in the background, and it's young Jake from West Ham Unofficial. Jake, how are you doing, mate?
I'm good, Anton. I'm good. Yeah, 1 minute away from team news being announced. I'm hoping it's going to be good. You know, we're getting it going. I've got my phone ready to see what it's going to be, and excited for it to come through.
I'm going to give you this one. First and foremost, Jake, I want to apologise because we put our preview on the exact same time as your preview. But listen, it's we didn't know, so I apologise to your dad and hope that message got through to you. We genuinely didn't know. We're dictated to sometimes by the way the away fan comes on. So, but listen, head over. If you are watching, head over to West Ham Unofficial and hit that subscribe button. Jake, like you said, the team news should be in as we speak. Yeah. So let's have a little chin wag about what we've saw. So we've got Randolph starts. Whoa, Randolph. Soufal, Diop, Dawson, Cresswell, Johnson, 5 at the back. Rice, Souček, Fornals, Lingard, and Antonio. So Bowen drops into the bench, and Fabianski doesn't start. I'm not worried about the goalkeeper situation. I'll be brutally honest, I'm not, because I think that we need to have enough. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to dissect this team, and I'm going to get it up. What do you think?
Well, I'm just looking at that and it's just gone off my screen. But I think that, obviously there's something wrong that Moyes has perhaps kept under wraps, or something that's happened today with Fabianski. I mean, looking forward, it looks like we're going to is that a back five? Because Johnson's in there, so that's Sufal, Diop, Dawson, Creswell, Johnson, Rice, Yes. So Antonio's in the 4 now, Lingard, Antonio. Well, you know me, you would have preferred me, Ben Ram to be in there, but attackingly, I think that's good. I think 4 nows and Lingard and Antonio. Let's hope that they can be linking up well. But yeah, when you said Randolph, I thought, what on earth's going on here?
I think I said it and I didn't realise I actually said his name. And I was like, whoa, what's going on? But, hold on, I'm just trying to kind of dissect the team completely. I think because we didn't really expect that news. Let's have a look and see what Man City have got out on their team. Yeah. Man City have got Ederson, Walker, Diaz, Stones, Zinchenko, Fernandinho, Gundogan, De Bruyne, Mahrez, Torres, and Aguero. So I'll get those up for you, and then we can start having a right good old chin wag, Jake. Yeah. But from what you've seen, talk to me. It's probably a shock to the system that Randolph is starting. However, is it something you're concerned about?
Well, to be fair, I'd rather we get an injury or whatever it is, whatever's happened to Fabianski in goal than perhaps in central midfield or everywhere else. But it looks like we're going for the 3/5 at the back, and then so we're going 5-2, and pretty much that with the kind of 3 up top. I think there's changes in there. There definitely is. I mean, we've got Lingard in there, which is nice to see. Antonio, hopefully they can be linking up well. And I really did expect 4 nows to come back in with the work rate today. Surprising that he hasn't, that Bowen isn't in there. But to be fair, the options he had there, he could have done anything. He could have gone 4 at the back, 5 at the back. He could have packed the midfield. He still might pack the midfield. We don't know yet until we kick off. But nothing to really moan about, really, as much as I'd like Ben Rama to be in there. I mean, it is what it is, and let's hope it's another master plan from Moyes brewing.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get these teams up for everyone. Here we go. I should be able to bring them up for you in due course. I'm just getting them uploaded as we speak. I was talking to Matt last night on the preview, and he was suggesting that maybe Moyes might look at making some changes, but the suggestion he made was Lingard. I think everyone in the chat had a right good go at Matt for saying that. But I think a few other people suggested that if there was going to be a player that would have to have been pulled for this game, it would have been Bowen. So I think we've saw that, because the work rate that Fornals gives is phenomenal, isn't it, Jake? And, it's kind of justified as to why he would start against the likes of someone like Man City. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, definitely. I fully expected him to come in there. The only thing which is a bit disappointing, I thought if Fredericks were available, I thought he could have perhaps came in, but he's not even on the bench.
So he's picked up a knock. I think that was said.
Yeah. On the bench, I mean, we've got both of the keepers on the bench because we're now 1 down. But I think for me, I mean, he really did have the options going forward, and let's just hope that it's the right option that he's picked. Lingard and Antonio, I'm hoping people are praising Ruben Diaz, and he's been phenomenal this season. But let's hope maybe he's not came up against someone like Mikel Antonio, who could perhaps on his day really bully him. And then Lingard with a bit of pace there on the counter attack. I think something could be brewing if we're on top form today.
Yeah, absolutely. I've got the team running along the bottom there, so keep an eye on that. If you're just tuning in, you can see the team running along the bottom. Let's get the Man City team up for everyone to have a look at. I mean, listen, let's not be beating about the bush here, Jake. Look at the strength they've got in depth. Look at the bench that Sterling doesn't even start. Jesus is on the bench. Laporte, Mendy, Cancelo, Foden, Rodrigo. They've got options. If they don't start the game well, it's I mean, they're back 11. Their bench is just as strong as their starting lineup.
I must be looking at that bench, Anton. Sterling, Jesus, Laporte, all of them on there. It's interesting to see Torres in that. I haven't seen a huge amount of him, but I mean they've still got Gundogan in there, De Bruyne, Aguero, who I fear the most. I think they've also got Walker in there, who I'd like. He's got lots of pace. But yeah, there's pace in there, there's skill, there's quality, and we've got to try and contain it. But then again, Anton, that's not Pep hasn't put out his strongest side. He could have done, could it? Has he really? But it's still really strong though.
But what is his strongest side? That's the intriguing thing. You know, I mean, again, we had some City fans on yesterday on the channel. We also were invited on to Man City Fan TV, and you know, listening to their discussion, like they have no idea what team that that Guardiola will put out week in and week out. They literally have no idea, and you know, each of the fans that were on last night was talking about their strongest 11, and each of their fans were all different with their strongest 11. They all have a different strong 11, and that's a really, really good position to be in if you're a Manchester City fan. But what is it going to take today, Jake, for West Ham to try and pull in and get something?
Well, I think 5 at the back is the way to go, because we've now got Johnson with some pace in there, which I like to see. The way we've got to go about this is we can't just sit back and respect them too much. As much as we are going to be doing majority defending today, I've got faith in our back 3, back 5, whatever you want to call it. I've got faith in Dawson, Diop, Creswell, Soufal and Johnson there. I think as long as we're not literally as long as we're not going to be defending for 90 minutes, which there's a chance we are, but I think we've got to be clinical. The way we've got to win this game is we've got to defend, and then when we get our chance, we've got to be lethal on the counter-attack, because we've got players there to be lethal on the counter-attack. We've got Antonio, Lingard, and I think I've said on various channels in the last few days, all we need is one corner to click, all we need is one set piece to click, just one to get on Souček's head, and it's a goal. Well, not if it literally gets on his head, but there's a good chance that is going to go in. So when we do get corners, I mean, Pep would have probably told them to not concede any corners, concede as little as possible, but they are going to concede at least one corner. And if we can just get that to click, we could have a goal. I think that's the way we've got to go about it. We've got to defend courageously, as we did against Spurs in that second half, and if we can get to that 60-70 minutes mark still level or one goal down, I think to be fair, it's a free hit. We've got nothing to lose. Moyes won't do it, but just chuck Ben Rama on, chuck Lanzini on. You never know what happens if we end up losing 3-0. Oh well. But the fans would appreciate it more if we go out there and give it a go, and not just sit back and hope for the 1-0 loss.
Are you fearful that Antonio starts today?
No, I'm not, to be honest. I'm
No?
I'm really not. Because I think we saw against Spurs that he's back to some sort of fitness. I mean, I've seen him less fit in the past, in the last year, than he was against Spurs. I think that no, I'm not that fearful of him starting today. Some people are, but I've got faith in him up there, and I think we could need him today.
Yeah,
desperately.
Absolutely. The thing with West Ham's lineup is, like you said there, about having 5 at the back. We do offer pacey fullbacks. So we've got Soufal running down one side, you've got Johnson running down the other side. What you get with Johnson is a bit of trickery as well. He's really clever on the ball. He's also good at getting back. So it's good for him, and it's a good step up, and it's going to be interesting to see the battle that's going to take place on the right-hand side on the left-hand side where he'll be playing. But what Lingard offers West Ham is going to be massively different to what Man City were used to the last time they played us, and we got a 1-0 draw. In actual fact, let's just show everyone what happened last time out. Or can I? I don't think I can, because I've got rid of the video, so ignore that. But last time out, it was 1 each at home. Jake, what's going to be I think Lingard is going to be the difference today.
I really do, and that was my first time I came on the channel, that Man City game, I remember.
There you go.
For that game, there you go. I think, one more draw, that was really good, and I think we've now got that extra dimension in there. I think I would be a lot less optimistic if we didn't have him there, because he offers something different. He offers the work rate, he offers it going forward. He's superb, and I think he could be our spark today, and I think he could be the one who, if we do get something out of the game, it could be hugely down to him, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think that you know, again, having the Man City fans on yesterday, they know what he's capable of. There's a rivalry there because he obviously played for their rival club, and they are really fearful of what he can do. But you know what they expect from Antonio is that bull, you know, approach, the bully approach, which is running forward, dominating up top. However, when we usually play Man City, we rely heavily on his heavy work rate. And what Lingard has brought in to Antonio's game is the ability to not have to work so hard. He still does work hard, but by keeping him forward and closing those gaps between the midfield and the forward line. And that's something I'm really kind of looking forward to today. I mean, I'm not up. I don't know where I'm at with this game because a lot of fans, you know, you can't help but look at Man City and be in awe of what style of football that they're playing. But every single team is capable of having a mistake. We had Ray on there from City Fan TV, and he was saying the exact same. You know, we're capable of making mistakes. The Man City Fan TV guys yesterday were stating to us that if you press their defence, which no team does, that they're capable of making mistakes. But you're talking about a team, Jake, that's only conceded 15 goals this season.
Well, I mean, there's completely just look at their side, and I mean, we said nobody knows what their full strength side is, but surely Sterling's got to be in there. I mean, they've got he has rotated today, I think, to what personally I think's their strongest 11. But I think there's no doubt that that is completely they're on another level. But some teams got to do it, and I mean, I think we've got the ability there. We've got the hard work. We've got it there. And I think one thing that I do notice from Man City, I did watch bits of their game against Arsenal, is they do commit a lot of bodies forward. And we can be lethal on the counter-attack because we've got Lingard there with the pace. We've got Antonio there with the pace. I think that we could be lethal on the counter-attack because, you know, the amount of bodies they commit forward, because they just play the stylish football, you know, tap it around, just completely walk it into the net. But I think that's where we could catch them out. I think corners and counter-attacks is the only way we're going to catch them out today.
Yeah, absolutely. We haven't even looked at the comments, so let's go and jump into some of the comments, Jake, and we'll start to discuss what's this here. People are saying goodbye. I don't know what's going on there, but let's jump up as far as we can to see what we've got. Vegetita, Reeve Benrahma, 100%. Yes, I think we'll get to see him a bit today. To be honest, I do think we'll get to see him. I think we'll probably get to see him a little bit in the second half. He's starting to. I understand why he's doing squad rotation. I get it. And it's worked, and he's been lucky as of late. Well, not lucky, but we've worked hard to get the results we have. And when Benrahma's coming on, he is showing us signs of what he's still capable of doing. So I think it's just a matter of time, to be honest, Jake, when he steps back into the side and stays back in the side. I genuinely believe it. I do believe it. And I think a game like today, depending on how we're performing and what the result will be at the time, can be the difference of whether or not he's going to make a big difference in the game or not. But what you don't want to see is West Ham concede too early, if we're going to concede. And I do think we will concede today. But I think we're capable of scoring against Man City. And I think, like I said, the Lingard and Antonio effect may have it. So let's see what Mark Alexander's saying. If we can keep the goals conceded to less than 3, I'll be happy. I get it. What do you think in that comment?
Oh, well, I think, if I'm being honest, as you said, I do get it. But if we're not going to be optimistic about this game ever, this is the season we've got to be optimistic about it. We're 4th in the league. We are on cloud 9. We are absolutely loving life. And if you can't be a little bit optimistic about today's game against Man City, you're never going to be optimistic against playing Man City, are you? I mean, there's got to be a bit of confidence in you because the players we've got there, we've got the ability to nick a draw. We've got the ability there to score goals. I don't see the people who are saying, you know, we're going to go and get smashed 4 or 5-0. It's a possibility because Man City could do that to any side. But I think we have still got to go up there with a bit of confidence, you know. I think we have to, you know, because we can't just go up there and say, oh, we're going to lose 4-5-0. I think we've got to have that there. We've got to have faith in our side because we're 4th in the league, guys.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's get these comments on the go. Peach is saying 3-1 to the West Ham. Peach is in the house, mate. Loving his tunes. Honestly, it's really, really decent, mate. I really like it.
He's amazing. I love him.
Yeah, do you know what? Maybe we all need to get him doing some intros for us, like some musical intros. And maybe I'm putting something in your mind there, Peach. You never know. He's look at that. There you go, Jake.
He knows. He knows. He sends me 2-minute long voice messages every day on Instagram. Yeah. So there you go.
Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. Happy Hammer. Ray's going to be an unhappy man today. West Ham 2.
Come on.
Come on. Positivity,
Get
mate.
in.
Positivity. Toby Sampson, who made his Iron United debut on Sunday.
The West Ham Weekly.
Yeah, did you hear my key word there? Debut. Debut meaning he may make another appearance.
Ooh.
You never know. Wink, wink, hint, hint. Any points today are a huge bonus for me. The performance is what I'm concentrating on. Not qualifying for the Champions League if we can't even compete against top teams. Great point, Toby. Great point, and love the positivity. Let's bring on another fellow West Ham United dude. His name is Luke Bailey, Mr. David De Gea, with the wallpaper.
Hey,
mate.
I was right to said that.
How you feeling? You've seen the lineup, mate. Talk us through the lineup.
Fabianski must have got injured in the warm-up or something. There's been no hints during the week, is there, that he's not going to play. I'm always worried about his groin, to be fair, in the same way that I'm worried about Antonio with his hamstring and whatnot. So it's going to be a tough one. I'm not too surprised in the team he's picked. A bit surprised when Rama didn't start, but I think he wants a workhorse like team, doesn't he, going forward for this game. And they've obviously got Aguero, who loves scoring against West Ham. And then De Bruyne's back, which is always nice to play against. But yeah, it's like I said in the comments last night. It's a free hit for me. If I just want to play well. If we lose 1-0, I'll take that. It's very defeatist of me, but rather than losing 4-0 like we normally do over the years, it's I don't know. I'm hopeful. We'll see how it goes. I don't know what you two feel, but yeah, I'm fairly confident.
What do you think of the decision for Bowen to come out of the team in place for Johnson?
Yeah, I'm not really surprised, to be fair. I'd be more surprised if he'd been included. It's nothing against Bowen. It's just, like I said, you've got to look at your position as well, haven't you? So Johnson's going to be part of the back five. We'll probably just try and keep him out for the first half and maybe try and nick it in the second half. But it's like we've always said all season, we don't know what team that Moyes is going to pick. We don't know how they're going to play. Sometimes West Ham surprise us and play really well, and then other teams surprise us and they don't play as well. But we've been getting results in games we wouldn't normally have got involved, got results out of this year. So fingers crossed we can get another good result today. But I think Bowen out is not too much of a surprise. He's just not been hitting the notes, is he? Really, over the last few weeks, he got the assist for Antonio against Spurs, which is fair enough. But he seems to be struggling a little bit in regards to overall form. But then he gets taken off anyway. So you're only going to get 60 minutes, about 60, 70 minutes of Bowen anyway, aren't you? Really. So if Johnson comes in, it's another test for him. But he played very well in his debut, didn't he? Quite a few years back against Man City. So hopefully he has the same sort of game today, really. Yeah. We
quite have, I know you're definitely, especially as of late, Luke, which is nice to hear. A glass half full West Ham fan rather than a glass half empty, and you've got to give credit where credit's due to what David Moyes is doing. And the comment that Toby Sampson just mentioned just before you came on, I want to bring this one to you. Where is it? No point in qualifying for the Champions League if we can't compete against the top teams. And today's definitely going to be one of those games to show, can we actually compete at that level? Listen, there's no ifs and buts about it. Man City are maybe a level above that level. I don't know.
No, it's. I didn't realise he made his debut, by the way. I missed that. I didn't think it sealed the first little show. So fair play, Toby. Normally you have to have an interview process and whether you're good enough to be on Iron United, which I like to take. So, but obviously you are. So we're just giving it to anyone nowadays. I'm joking. No, I'm joking. Because he took the best out of the wallpaper. That's why I'm, a bit thingy bit. No, he's right. To be fair, West Brom drew 1-1 against them, which I'm not. There's no disrespect to West Brom, but they're right down the bottom. So they're fighting for their lives. And, we're, in a weird way, this year, we're fighting for top 4. So, to be fair, I think he's right. And maybe I should be going, no, we have to win this. But I'm just looking at the way Man City are playing, how far they are ahead than everyone else in the league. In my opinion, personally, West Ham should be going for if we're going to try to achieve anything, we try and finish second place because we're only 4 points away from Man United. We've got the worst goal difference out of anyone in the top 5, which is a bit worrying, but points-wise, a team gets a draw here and there and we could pick up a win, it soon closes the gap. I think just for me, Man City is just that level above this season to everyone else. So I agree with what you're saying. It's just, I think you've got to pick your battle sometimes. But then, I've been saying that all season. We'll be getting wins all season. So hopefully he's right again. And we'll find out. We've only got half an hour left till the game starts in about 40 minutes. So it'll be interesting. It'll be very interesting. I'm looking forward to it. I'm a bit nervous, but,
Yeah, myself and Jake. Jake, I'll tell you what, mate, lead, go for it.
Oh, come on then. Let's go Man City. Come on then, Luke. I mean, Man City, you're very, clued up. David De Gea, you're very clued up about Man City. So come on then. I'm sorry, mate. I'm sorry. Come on then. Man City, what do you think of their lineup?
This is ironic because it's John Stones and Diaz are meant to be the top centre-back pairing of the year. And yet last season, Stones was the worst defender in the Premier League. So it just shows you how, either he's got a partner that can play alongside him and keep him going during the game, and his form's obviously changed in the space of not very long time, actually. But yeah, Mahrez, he always worries me. Very, very good player from Leicester. How the hell didn't realise how good Vardy and Leicester and Mahrez could be in a team until Leicester won the league? It was beyond me. But Gundogan's quite an interesting player because he could pop up with a goal as well when you least think about it. So everyone's looking at De Bruyne, everyone's looking at Aguero and Mahrez. Suddenly, everyone leaves Gundogan unmarked and he goes and puts a goal past you, especially from penalties as well. So it's a dangerous team for us to be playing against. But like Toby said, and in a way I do agree with him, we've got to give it our best shot. No team is unbeatable. It's just how you beat them. So if we defend, part the bus, however you want to put it, pure anti-football, whatever you want to call it, to beat that team is going to take a lot. But I believe we can do it. But it just depends what we're saying. It depends what Man City team turn up as well. So, it's a good team, but we're not unbeatable,
Yeah, I mean, looking at their bench, I think their bench is, as Anton said earlier, their bench is as good as their starting 11. I mean, what they got in there? Sterling, Laporte's on there. I mean, yeah, there's a Foden right here. It's just laughable, really, isn't it?
Do you know what I found quite funny? Pep's obviously just given up trying to give good, sort of in-depth interviews in the media and just finally just going, I've got loads of money, to be fair, so there's no wonder why I'm doing so well. He's just given up trying to find excuses for the fact that he's doing so well and the fact that Man City got a massive bank account. So it is. It'll be even more of a challenge for us to compete with that team because they can obviously bring on players that are just as good, if not better. So it's even more of a challenge for us. And you do look at that team going, God, you've got it nice, mate. Our owners, when they first turn up, they said, oh, yeah, we're going to give all the riches to West Ham. We're going to be in the Champions League and stuff like that. And, lo and behold, we've got David Martin, he go on the bench as well. So nothing against him, but he's from Millwall, so it was a bit of a standard let down. But it is what it is, mate. They're going to.
Yeah, but is that as a legend though? Is that?
Nothing against him at all. I'm just saying where he's come from. You're talking next level. You're meant to get players from Champions League quality, and you're going down to the Championship to get players, which is they turn out great. But we got lucky really in that way. But yeah. Great. So
come on then, Anton. Can we break that defense? Can we break that defense that Man City have got?
I can't see why we can't. I know I've said it from the start. I genuinely can't see why we cannot because I know they're playing and firing on all cylinders, and they've got strength and depth in their squad. They've got a fantastic bench. I get it. We can say it all day, every day. But do I see this particular? At some point, this team is going to have to lose. They're going to have to lose, right? Of course they are, and no better day than today as a West Ham fan. We've got Lingard. Yeah. The key factor, and it sounds like I'm on repeat mode. I'll put this one back to you, in 2 seconds. But Lingard is for me today is the key element. He's the key element to what's going to be the difference between how West Ham turned up last time we played them back in October to today, because we didn't have that player who really closed the gap in the midfield, between the midfield and the forwards, and that's exactly what Lingard does, and he takes a lot of the pressure off of Antonio. And if you've got those two firing on all cylinders, and you've got Fornals with his work rate, Souček driving through from the middle, I mean, what a battle today is going to be in the middle of the park. This is a day for Rice and Souček. Go on, Luke. Come on. You're desperate to go.
No, I was just thinking to myself, does anyone know if we've actually lost in wearing that black kit? Because I'm pretty sure that's been a good omen for us this year. which is rough. I've just found a training top that's fairly. I can't find my black kits at the moment, so I'm having to wear a training top that's sort of similar colour. Lingard, I'll just say quickly, Lingard, he's getting a band together, really. He's smashing it. We're learning celebrations galore and all the rest of it. So he's brought. What's really interesting is that he's brought in Lingard, Moyes, and he's actually the bond between the players has grown. So there's no ego with the lad. I mean, you do need an ego sometimes to reach that next level, but he's just coming in. He's absolutely loving life, isn't he? And he's having the same effect. I'm not going to say Payet had, but he's having that effect of, he's from a top club, and he's sort of quietly pushing West Ham on. I think, and I'll tell you now, he'll be behind the scenes in that change room, looking around, and if anyone's going, City in it, City, I'm not too sure, he'd be going, no, snap out of that straight away. Captain Rice, you tell him this is Man City. I'm a Man United player, still in the books technically, but I'm a Man United player with all my history, and we don't have losing mentality. So Moyes has got the mentality. Lingard's definitely got the mentality. So with that, yeah,
he does, mate. He really does, and it's not me. It's not a West Ham fan getting carried away. But when you look at Lingard's history, things didn't work out for him laterally in his career, but that was a mixture of a whole load of things. You've got a player like Bruno Fernandes coming in, you've got history at home, personal problems at home, etc. But the boys come to West Ham, found the right manager, found the right club, it seems, and is firing on all cylinders. And like you said, look, he'll be up for every single game. He's got a point to prove to not just West Ham fans, to Man United fans, and potentially to England with the Euros coming up as well. If you've got a Lingard firing on all cylinders, Southgate's going to have to be paying attention. And no other game, but a game like today, mate, when you've got a Lingard and you've got a Declan Rice, which could be the spine of your team going into the Euros. I'm not saying it definitely will be, but it could have a massive impact. He's going to see, and they're going to want to see something there. And this is an opportunity really for Lingard. Jake, just 2 seconds. This was what happened last time out against Man City back in October. They really did struggle with Antonio that day. They really did. And if you remember rightly, that goal in particular that he scored, I mean, he held off 2 centre-halves with his back to goal, crouched really low and done that kind of bicycle kick into the bottom net. I mean, it was a great goal, and we are capable. We are capable in the day. The biggest problem, I think, though, Jake, would be being too respectful of the opposition. But I tell you what, we've got another guest. He's chomping away. I can see him chomping away. I don't know if is it a scone. I'll let him finish his scone.
Scone.
It's not. Look, can you see?
No.
Who it is? All right,
no.
So it's not.
I know who it is. Going from last week.
Do you know who it is?
I've got an idea. I've got a fair idea.
I really don't think you do, mate.
Okay, all right.
I really don't think you do.
Come on, get him up.
But it does come down to, all right, here we go. Let's bring him in. It's Mr. Irish Tommy.
Yeah, fair enough. You got me.
Almost caught me off guard there, almost.
First and foremost, Tommy, how's the weather in Tipperary? I know you put a post up on your social media and it wasn't looking too good, but is things cleared up a bit?
Much better now, yeah. A couple of dry days, water's receded a lot, so the road is passable.
Right, good.
Into my village now, so that's good. So we're doing good. It's actually quite a pleasant morning, so it's good.
Yeah, good, excellent. Well, at least you can see the daylight. I'm stuck underneath the cupboard like Harry Potter, and I can't see any daylight, so I don't even know what time it is outside.
No magic. Go with it.
Tommy, we're talking about respecting the opposition. We turned up against Liverpool. We respected them too much. We let them play football, and it wasn't a great day at the office. We've got Man City today, which is this season is looking like a level above dramatically a level above where Liverpool were at. What do we do, and how do you feel about the lineup?
The Liverpool game really annoyed me because David Moyes played against the badge rather than the 11 that were actually on the field. Like I said, we gave them way too much respect. We didn't even make any kind of fist of trying to really beat them. Now, unfortunately, we are actually up against a really, really top side today. So this is going to be tough. I'm not surprised at the formation. I was expecting him to play with wing backs today. I was hoping he would leave a little bit more pace up front, because at the end of the day, all we've got really in attack are 3 players, and Fornells being one of them is slow. And Fornells, when you watch him play, it's so obvious when he's trying to carry the ball or chase down a pass that's played out in front of him. He basically never reaches the pass that's played out in front of him first. He's just too slow. So I'm disappointed that we've gone as defensive as we have, because look, at the end of the day, we've got 3 centre backs, 2 wing backs, and we've got Rice and Soucek sitting in front of them. That should be enough, really. I don't feel like we really need Fornells to be in there as well. I would have liked to have had the front 3 have some pace, have some skill, people who can cause problems for their defense and carry the ball. I'd rather have seen maybe something like Benrahma in there instead of Fornells, because I think with the 5 at the back and Rice and Soucek, we have enough defensively there, surely, to be very, very solid when City have the ball. I think it's going to be very, very difficult looking at that 11 for us to actually launch counterattacks. We're basically relying almost entirely on the pace of Lingard and Antonio, and they've really got 2 players to kind of worry about on the counterattack, essentially. So I'm a little disappointed in that, but the formation doesn't surprise me.
Do you think that Moyes is playing for a point today, or do you think he's going to try? I mean, I don't know. It's a tough one, isn't it? Because each week you look at the West Ham lineup and you get a surprise, or you get the news today with Fabianski not playing, Randolph is starting. Are you concerned about that?
Yeah, obviously, look, Fabianski's our number 1 for a reason, and this injury has come really at a bad time for him, because his recent form has been so good, and I look like Fabianski, in the last few games, just getting back to his best. Now, I don't know why he's out today. I haven't heard anything. I don't know what the situation with him is. Hopefully, maybe he just feels a little bit ill or something, and he'll be back for the next game. But I don't know if he's picked up an injury in training or what. But we need him back as soon as possible. So because his form has been great. But look, Darren Randolph is a good backup. Randolph is a very good shot stopper. He's very good at stopping shots. So it just depends on how well he can command his area. He's basically solid. He's not, he's not a disaster. Let's be honest. Look, it's not like we're having to throw Roberto in there. So I think Randolph will do okay.
Yeah. I've put up there. Are you happy with 5 at the back? Was it the right decision today, Tommy?
Yeah. Look, it's totally understandable why you would go 5 at the back for this game. The big worry for me, if you remember back to last week, we started out with a flat back 4, and in that second half, after we went 2-0 up, Tottenham had a lot of the game, and they actually had a lot of space in between the lines, in front of our defence, which was really worrying. No, they weren't able to make the most of it and score off of it. Well, they scored 1, but they weren't able to but that was a corner. So they weren't able to make the most of that space in between the lines that they had, which at times was a lot of space. We could not allow that today against City, because they will destroy us if we allow that space in between the lines. So I'm fine with the formation. I don't have a problem with it. Like I said, my only issue is that I hoped that we would just go with 3 more pacey, skillful players up front, because essentially those front 3 are our entire attack, really. And with Fornells in there, I just think now we're relying kind of on Lingard, essentially, either to be able to carry the ball out or on Antonio to chase balls down that have been hoofed down the field. So I'm a bit worried that defensively, I think we're good and we're okay, but I just wonder, where is their attacking threat going to come from? I suppose the obvious answer is set pieces, but in order to get corners and set pieces deep in City's half, we're going to have some kind of ability to bring the ball out. So it'll be interesting to see how we approach winning the ball back in our own half, which we will do a lot. And then how do we get from there up in and around City's box? So it'll be interesting to see what plan is in place from David Moyes and the coaches for us to bring that ball out. It looks to me like it's going to have to be a much more slow and deliberate possession-based attempt to just move the ball up the field more systematically, because I just don't think that the pace is there for us to really counterattack effectively.
It seems to be he's going to rely heavily on the work rate of Lingard and Fornals.
And the other thing, actually, the other thing is we are going to be largely very defensive. So I think their defensive line is going to be really pushed up, like really pushed up. I think they're going to try and squeeze us into our own half and make it almost impossible for us to play our way out through it. So this could be very, very difficult.
Yeah, absolutely. Jake, you know that I've been speaking to loads of Man City fans over the last couple of days, and there's a really high level amount of confidence, and some people could call that a bit of cockiness. But they've just come off the back of 19 wins. But part of their game is holding a lot of possession, and as West Ham fans, we know that even though we're grinding out results, we're giving the opposition the amount of possession that they are getting. Is that going to be something that we will lack? That will go against us today? Because if we give teams like Crystal Palace and Southampton, more possession in a game where Man City drive by being the most possessive team, is 80% upwards going to be what's going to cause West Ham the problem today?
Well, to be honest, Anton, we have that most games, don't we? It's always 60-40 possession against us, isn't it? But all teams are expecting, really expecting to go up to the Etihad and to not have much possession. I think that any team expects that, but we're used to it, really, aren't we? I think our game is counter-attacks and set pieces, pretty much, isn't it? I do agree with Tommy, having Ben Rama in there, I think would have helped a bit more. But then you get the work rate out of Fornals. To be fair, Moisey could have done a few things, but let's hope that he does it right. But I think in terms of the possession, I don't think really. I think we're going to expect it, and let's hope that we can contain it to not many chances.
What do you think of that comment there, Tommy? Today's a free hit. There's more pressure on City. Think we should have a goal when we get the ball. Come on, you Irons. That's from DJ Blokey.
I'm not sure there's more pressure on City. They're 10-point lead. They're at home. So I don't think the City players feel any particular pressure today. I would imagine their confidence is absolutely sky high. But there's no pressure on us either, really. The only thing about the passing with City that might work in our favour is that they can overpass the ball sometimes. They can be a little too slow and deliberate with their passing, almost trying to score the perfect goal. And we're so well organised defensively that if City are not moving the ball quickly enough, from pass to pass, it has to be like one touch pass. So if City's play is any bit slow and it doesn't have a high tempo, I think we'll be really able to handle that. So I'm hoping City won't be too high tempo with their passing, because obviously they're brilliant at that. So my worry isn't defensively. I don't think we're going to concede, 4 goals today, but the problem is going the other way. And that's really what's going to interest me today. But it's it's the toughest game we'll play this season. Let's be honest. They're a brilliant side. Like say 19 on the bounce. They're at home, but for our players, definitely there's no pressure on this one. Really, that Tottenham win last week was massive. It would have been a completely different story had we lost to Tottenham last week. But the fact that we won, moved into 4th. Chelsea are 2 points behind us. They play United tomorrow. We could lose this and still find ourselves in 4th at the end of the weekend. So, I don't think either team are under any particular pressure today.
There's some news coming in there. They're saying that Fabianski's injured himself in training on Friday, and it's injured his elbow. So we don't know how long that will be. However, I do think we've got.
If it was stepped on, I don't imagine it's too bad. It doesn't sound like something that would keep him out for a long time. It's probably just got some bruising. It's very sore, like for him to move it.
Yeah, but come on, Tommy. We are not talking about Gaelic football here. We're talking about football. Because listen, I know I've watched it plenty, and I've seen some of those tackles coming in that sport, and these guys just get back up and rock on like nothing's happened.
Yeah, Souček would fit in, but that's about it.
He would. Yeah, I think you're right, mate. He absolutely would.
Yeah, no, it doesn't sound like something that would put him out for very long. Hopefully, so maybe he'll be back next week. But I suppose, look, given Fabianski's form, if we were going to miss him for any game, maybe today would be the one. Away at City, we'd rather have him, in the sticks for the next game, perhaps. When we've maybe a much higher percentage chance of getting some points.
Let's get our predictions in, and if you're watching, get your predictions in the comment section. We'll go through some of them as well. Right, come on, fellow co-host Jake, on you go, mate. It's over to you. What do you want to talk about before we start? We'll let the comments and get the predictions coming in, and before we start going over them ourselves, what do you want to talk about then in relation to this game?
Tommy, I'll come to you. In terms of Man City, I think. Do you think that they've got their strongest side out? Because I mean, De Bruyne is there. They've got all of their players there. Do you still think, without Sterling in there, I mean, their bench is just as strong as their starting 11, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it shows just how confident Pep is. Really, I think he feels he can put this team out and still get a result against us, despite the fact, we're probably the second most informed team in the league. Look, it's not their strongest 11. It definitely helps a little bit. I think that we don't have to deal with Sterling, because I was a little bit worried about Kofel having to deal with Sterling. That helps. Rodri, I think, is just absolutely class act. I like that he's not playing. So those things are good, definitely. So I think it is a slightly weakened Man City team, but it's still obviously jam packed with talent. De Bruyne for me is the best player in the Premier League. He's just a world class player. So hopefully, I think today, for us to get a result, we know what we're going to get from the three centre backs and the wing backs. They're all very good at what they do. But I think today we're going to need kind of Rice and Souček to play blinders today for us, to really give us a chance. So hopefully we'll get that. But yeah, it's not their strongest 11 for sure. But like you say, 60 minutes in, if Pep isn't happy, if it's not happening for them, I mean, the people they can spring from the bench is scary.
Yeah. Come on then, Anton. Where's the game going to be won or lost?
It's going to be a big midfield battle today, and I think that we're going to really need the Warriors in the middle of the park, Souček and Rice to really step up. I mean, they have stepped up, but to continue their performances week in and week out. You think about Declan Rice's last-minute tackle last week to Souček, the Warrior, getting bashed in the head, standing up, trying to protect his goal. The ball gets cleared, then he falls down again, and his head's gushing with blood. You need these guys in the middle of the park, but also you're going to need the work rate. I get the whole element and the decision behind where's our options going forward. However, we're going to need work rate today because this Man City team, they sometimes come off the field and don't even look like they're sweating. Genuinely, that's the truth. Like they are at that level. But that's not. I'm not giving them too much respect. You can't help it but see that they've got the amount of wins they've got in a row. But when they walk off the field and they're performing to the highest level, scoring goals for fun with changing formation week in and week out, changing the team week in and week out, you're going to need players that can match them with the work rate. And I think that's maybe why his decision is to play the likes of Fornals in the team. Lingard's work rate's fantastic. We know he's going to bridge that gap between the midfield and the forward, and hopefully we can bridge that gap today and not sit too far back. My concern about 5 in the back, if I'm being brutally honest, does that invite them a little bit more? I know we've got the paciness, but I'm worried that 5 in the back is trying to protect too much, and Man City like that. That's what Man City want to do. When they have a possession game, we know it's going to be a possession game. That's exactly what they want, and they want to drive forward. So that's where we're going to need the Rice and the Souček. The work rate today, 100% is going to be the big thing for me.
Yeah, a few things are going to have to go our way today. Rendell's going to have a really good game. Make a string of saves. We're going to have to scramble at times defensively to just put bodies in the way of shots and maybe have a little bit of luck where their finishing isn't quite there. And then, maybe we can get something from a set piece or something like that, or a mistake from a defender allows somebody in, like Antonio or Lingard in. So we're going to have to ride our luck today, and certain things are going to have to go our way. But I just hope it's not one of those games where it's like 90 minutes of attack versus defense, and we're offering absolutely nothing going forward. I'd be really disappointed if that happened. We have to, like you said, Anton, we can't be terrified of them, because there's no point. There's no point being terrified of them, because they just win then. So we have to give them something to think about defensively. We've got to give them some kind of a game today, however we do it. So I'll be really disappointed if this turns out into a procession of, even if it's like they win it, 1-0, but it's been a kind of City procession. That would be really disappointing, because essentially, like some people are saying in the comments, it is kind of a free hit. If we go out and really be progressive and go and try and win the game, then you never know what will happen. It's the Premier League and anything is possible. So, I just don't want Moyes to go back into his shell because it's City. He has a habit of doing that against the big sides, of being very negative. And I really would be disappointed if we do that today.
What I don't want to see, and I'll put this one to you, Lucas, at the tail end, or sorry, just before the first lockdown kicked in Britain, when West Ham had the game against Manchester City was postponed due to the weather, then we rearranged the game and we played, and we literally, it was as if we had just gone, there you go, take the points, just be respectful of us and don't do too much damage. That was then the lead-in to the Liverpool game. And I remember doing the review after it, Luke, and I'm not sure if you were on it, but we were just, we were enraged by the performance. And we just kept saying, as long as you turn up and show us that you care, I would rather get beat that way than literally just handing the points and trying to be too respectful. I think back to the Liverpool game, Luke, and I think I'm just massively disappointed at how we set up for that game. Tommy, I think you came on for that one beforehand. You knew exactly what we needed to do. Us fans knew exactly what we needed to do, but we just gave too much respect with it. If Moyes goes into this game, Luke, in the manner that he did against Liverpool and the manner that he did against Man City when we played them just before the first lockdown, we do have something to worry about. But surely with the changes that we've made and the signings we've made with the players that we've got in there, the season we're having, that's not going to happen today, is it?
It's half a dozen the other to me personally. I watched the Liverpool game, and I'm telling you now, right? We did give them too much respect, and they did have a makeshift defence, but their attack was on point against us. I don't care what anyone says. The way they scored their second goal from the counter attack, that is world class football. I don't care who's playing against them. They were up for it. Salah scored 2 goals. Whether Cresswell didn't mark him enough or not is different. But anyway,
Luke, sorry man, we made it way too easy for Liverpool. Look at the Liverpool's form since the next game was that they were at home to Burnley, got turned over. They've been turned over time and time again. Their form was terrible coming into the game with us. It's been terrible since. We made that an easy night for Liverpool. We made them look like the Liverpool of last season. And that was the biggest. We should not have done that. The Moyes set up to play against Liverpool Football Club, with all its history and tradition. And like, he was terrified of them. Like that team this season is in free fall. Their form is horrific. And we allowed them to do that to us by being so passive. And I'm still pissed off actually about it. Every time I talk about it, I get pissed off again. Because that's a game, that's a game we really, really could have gone out and beat them. And like basically everyone else has been doing since. So we can't do that again. It's unacceptable.
That's fair enough. I've just got my own opinion on it, mate. That's all it is.
Fair enough,
but I agree with you. If you can't set up to to be totally walked all over. It's just, for me, it's just a bit difficult to align with anything this season, because we've got results in games we shouldn't have probably won, and we haven't got results in games we should have won. So it's hard to know what to do. And Man City are one of them teams for me that the click of a finger can change a game. Doesn't matter who they're playing against. Doesn't matter who's playing for them in the lineup. It's just who it is. And I can't say. I think maybe the Fulham game was the last time I think we all felt disappointed that we hadn't gone out there and performed better and maybe got a result. But I've got an idea, mentality-wise, Moyes has learnt from the Liverpool game, especially the reaction from the fans like yourself, Tommy, that he's thinking, I can't do that again. So fingers crossed he has. And look, it's 10 minutes till the game kicks off. We'll soon find out. But I'm hoping that, in a way, I'm not expecting too much. I just don't want us to get blown out 4 or 5-0 for goal difference wise. But look, this is the thing, Tommy. This is the thing. I've said this to in many videos that I've been in. I am a minority fan. in that I don't care what type of football we play as long as we do it effectively. I'm a very, very small minority of fan that thinks like this. I'm probably one in every million fan you're going to find of a West Ham fan that thinks like this. But this is my mentality. This is the way I've been for quite a few years now. So if we do get turned over today performance-wise and we get a draw out for it or something like that, we get a lucky result, I'll take that all day long. And that's just me. I don't expect any fans to think like that. I don't expect any fans to agree with me, but that's just the way I think. So if we go out there today and play football and we lose, fair enough. If we go out there and play anti-football and we get a result, for me, that's fair enough as well. So that's just the way I think, mate. You know,
I don't actually have any major disagreement there, Luke. To be honest, I'm absolutely fine with Moyes being pragmatic. I mean, we have to be. We're away at City. It's the most difficult game we'll play all season. I have no problem with 5 at the back. No problem with us being quite defensive today and looking to kind of play on the counter, because City are going to have most of the ball whether we like it or not. You know, this isn't something we can decide. We could have gone much more progressive in the formation, more attacking players, more pace on there. But like you say, if we try to play open attacking football with them, we'll get absolutely hammered.
Yeah.
So I'm absolutely fine with a pragmatic approach. I just think you have to have some kind of balance where you say, okay, yes, we're going to need men behind the ball. We're going to need to defend really well. So we'll play with wing backs and we'll have Rice and Souček sitting in front. But I just think, you know, sometimes Moyes has a habit of just going to extremes with it, where we're almost entirely defensive and we don't actually really think enough about, okay, how are we going to actually hurt them and try and get a result here? So that's why I'm a little disappointed at Fornells being in there. And this is not against Fornells. I actually love Fornells. I'm one of his biggest fans. But I just think tactically,
right?
Because we've only got 3 players really in attack out of our 10 outfield players. So we've got 7 already defensively. And I just think, I know why Fornells is in there, because he works so hard and he'll supplement the defense. But I would really have preferred to have seen another player with some pace in there and skill like Benrahma. So at least we've got 3 players there, Lingard, Benrahma and Antonio, who have pace, who have a bit about them, who can cause problems. I just fear that Moyes has succumbed again to just, you know, that defensive kind of instinct he has to say, oh yeah, let's put Fornells in.
Yeah.
Something we've actually not discussed is our bench today. Actually, it's just always good to kind of go through it. So we've got Trott on the bench with Martin, 2 goalkeepers, Balbuena, Noble, Lanzini, Benrahma, Bowen, and Odumbiku. What do you think of that, Jake?
Oh, well, there's options there, isn't there? Benrahma, Lanzini, Bowen. There's lots of options there because you know, we haven't got Bowen and Benrahma in the side. We've got Odubeko there as well, who could perhaps go on. He's not been favoured very much for going on after the Man United game. But yeah, it's nice to see. You know, if we are just 1 goal down with 10, 20 minutes ago, we can chuck Benrahma on, we can chuck Odubeko on, we can chuck Lanzini on. You know, it will be up to Moyes. We've got some options on the bench.
Yeah, absolutely. Any other kind of thoughts on that, guys, with the bench?
Yeah, I can't quite understand why we've put 2 keepers on there and not another defender that we can use. You know, what would have been wrong with having Elise on there? You know, as another defender, just in case. Because remember, last week we could have lost a couple of defenders.
Is he not out on loan, though?
Times. Sorry?
I think he's out on loan. I know what you mean, though.
Sorry, yeah, there's another...
Baptiste,
excuse me, yeah. You know, someone like Baptiste in there. I don't know, is Ashby back fit yet? I don't know.
I think he is, actually. I think he was...
Yeah, Ashby would have been a great option, you know, to have another fullback on the bench, just in case. You know, Ashby, it looks absolute quality, I have to say. So I'm disappointed in 2 keepers when I think, you know, we could have had someone from the under-23s in there, like Ashby or someone, you know, give them a run. Coventry even, you know, someone who can get some experience, and they'll probably never even be used in the game unless it's an emergency. But I just hope that emergency doesn't come about.
What do you think, Luke?
I've got this weird conspiracy theory idea that Moyes is doing it as a dig to the owners, going, look, I've got such a little squad. I've got to use 2 goalkeepers on the bench. Help me out in the summer. So the way David Martin's been trained, apparently he can play any position. So maybe that's what he's got. He can stick Martin up front in the last 10 minutes if we're drawing 1-1 or something. But no, it's that bench is what it is. You go, Benrahma can come on and change your game. Odubeko might take his chance like he didn't do against Man United. So it's it is what it is, and this is when remember when you had the Everton fan on, Anton, and he was saying that Moyes at times can be a little bit doolally. He can make some really left field decisions which no one can understand. It's like I've said all season. If he had 3 goalkeepers on the bench, it wouldn't surprise me the way this season's going. But we're 4th, so I've got this opinion, like I said, that no one else has got. That I just got to trust what his instinct is, and that maybe he's thinking, if I put two goalkeepers on this bench, it will mess with the opposition manager's mind, and I don't know what it is, but there's got to be some reason for it, hasn't there? So a bit banterous, to be fair. It's quite banterous, I think it is, to be fair.
Well, listen, with 5 minutes to go, we haven't even done the predictions. I've tried to put some of the predictions up. I know we've got someone in. We've got someone in the chat. Someone's arranging our chat as well. So keep your comments coming in. Let us know your predictions. Couple of minutes till kick off, and we'll go round the room here and get everyone's predictions. So first and foremost, Tommy, what are you thinking about today, mate?
I am bizarrely confident that we're going to get a result here today. I know nobody expects it. City's run is incredible, and the smart money and the easy thing to say would be, City 2-0 or something. I have a sneaking suspicion we're going to turn them over.
Go on, Tommy boy!
I really do. I think defensively, we'll frustrate them. And I think as the game wears on, I think we will kind of get better at coming out when everything kind of slows down a little bit. And we do have players on the bench to come in and add a lot of energy, the likes of Bowen and Ben Rama, Lanzini, who can actually impact the game late on. So I'm gonna. Okay, this is crazy because I think we'll trouble them from set pieces as well. I'm gonna go.
Go on, Tommy.
And I'm probably not going to come back on the show after. I'm going to look like an absolute tool.
Never.
I'm going to go 3-2 West Ham.
Oh, an exciting 3-2 victory to West Ham from Tommy. Love it, Tommy. Brilliant. Love the confidence, mate. Jake,
who expects us to score 3 goals? Nobody. Not even Man City. We're going to shell shock them.
That's what we need.
Love it.
Go on, Jake.
I can't believe I'm going to be less positive than Tommy. I'm going to go 2-2 draw. I think there's goals in our side. 3-2. Tommy. I don't know what's in that glass, but I want some of it because we're going to do that.
Have the faith, as Stella's saying in the chat, mate. Look.
After all that, I can't compete with them predictions, can I? But I've got a bet. I've got a bet on them. And Bet365, they offer early payout. So if West Ham win this first half 2-0 and then go into 2-2, I've got some sort of win out of it. But it's not about me; it's about the team. So I'm going to go 2-1. It's Suchek's birthday today, as far as I know.
Yeah.
Yes,
under the radar. So I reckon Suchek with a goal. And then Lingard, and I think Lingard is to celebrate. He might pull up a Man United shirt underneath his West Ham shirt just to go. City. So
I really don't think that would be a good idea. Look, mate.
Yeah. This is a derby game for Lingard.
I'll catch you at
Cheers,
half time, mate.
Take it easy, mate. Thanks for coming on.
I might do the same soon, to be fair.
This is a derby game for Lingard.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah, and a lot of Man United fans, City fans, actually. I've feared them. That we spoke to 3 channels over the last couple of days. We've been invited on them and they've came on ours. And yeah, they really, that's the one that they really are concerned about, to be honest, as a whole. So, let's just hope we can actually turn up on the day and give them a result. We've got a minute till kick off, guys.
Nervous.
You've both got the link. So if you want to join back at half time, do not hesitate to just come back on and give me your thoughts.
Who's on with you?
I'm fine. I'll go on myself.
You can't.
I can make this if you're ahead of me, mate. Then it'll annoy me. So
yeah, we were actually saying that.
But I don't mind. Right. I can send you the link, but it's up to you.
It's fine.
Just come back on. You've both got the link, and we go from there.
Adios.
Perfect. See you half time. Come on, you Irons.
Yeah. Come on, you Irons. Cheers, lads. So we are going to be doing the live watch along with Anton himself, mate. So keep the comments coming in. Let me get my link sorted out for you guys. And we will get ready to rock and roll. So, here we go. It's happening. It's all happening. The game is about... Oh, it's the wrong one. I've just clicked. and we're up and running. So I'm going to have a slight delay in what you are watching. However, bear with me. I'm going to turn the comments off. I'll keep checking them whenever the ball goes out, and I'll bring them on as much as I can. And let me just see. Yeah, so West Ham are in our black strip today. So keep the comments coming in, and we are just getting ready. I'll get the team news rolling up along the bottom for you guys, as you can see there, Randolph, etc. And then I will create a nice little over screen for us. Keep your comments coming in, guys, and let me know your thoughts on the lineup as well. West Ham. So I know, listen, you are going to be ahead of me, but I will be giving you this as I see it as well. So just bear with me. You feeling confident? If you're watching, are you feeling confident, or what's your biggest concern? Who's the player you fear the most? I'm still not kicked off yet, by the way, so bear with me. So we've kicked off. We're 30 seconds in to the game. Man City are on the ball on the halfway line. And good tracking back there from Fornals to collect the ball. Diop back to, I was going to say Fabianski, but it's Randolph. Commentators are saying a lot about, if a team's going to try and topple City, it's going to have to be a team that are going to be brave. City have got the ball, the keeper plays out from the back. Diaz from the left back position. Fernandinho in the middle of the park finds De Bruyne, who's just coming over the halfway line. Feeds the ball out wide right to Mahrez, tries to cut inside with his left foot. He's still got a hold of the ball deep within the West Ham half. It's out wide. De Bruyne tries to feed the ball through. Creswell does well to intercept that ball. Goes out wide, clears it and gets a throw in. Still a West Ham throw in. Creswell's not taking it yet. Let's get this up. Man City have got the ball back in their own half, just coming across the halfway line. West Ham pressing quite nicely, to be honest. Fornals running all over the shop. City have played the ball through the middle. West Ham have got men on him. Well, good tracking back by Lingard, but City are still on the ball. Playing the ball forward, playing a nice bit of football. Diop does really well, though, to intercept, plays into Souček. Fornals hits the ball around the City player, finds Lingard in the middle of the park. Nice position. Good tracking back from City, though. And Antonio's putting the pressure on the keeper, but he plays it back to Manchester City player who starts to come forward. But decent start. Decent start. John, no prizes today, mate. it's just a lot easier when we've got some guests on. So when I'm doing it myself, it's just too much to do. So we'll do it when we've got some more guests on for the watch along. I'm just watching the watch along, not the game. We should know inside of 10 minutes how we're going at the game. City got possession again, just coming over the halfway line, feeding out left. Well done, West Ham. Well done, Soufal. He's going to try and let that ball chase out. Well done. Good shadowing of the ball all the way out for a West Ham goal kick. 3 minutes in, nearly 4 minutes in. What's your thoughts on that so far? Please get your comments in. I'm just trying to get this up for you guys. And as you can see there we go. Ready to rock and roll. Come on, West Ham! Trying to get a comfortable position when that's sticking on my head. But anyway, City driving forwards. In the centre circle, just coming across the halfway line. Nice. I mean, West Ham have got a nice structure to our position. We're not sitting too deep. Lingard's trying to put pressure on. City playing the ball out to the left. Good tackle from Soufal. However, it's a great interception from Souček. But City have regained the ball again. Fernandinho driving forward, plays the ball straight to Soufal. Plays it to Dawson, back to Diop. Takes his time. Lunges the ball forward, finds Antonio. Good play from Antonio. Lingard, Souček in the middle of the park. Nice bit of possession by West Ham. Fornals. Nearly gives the ball away. Finds Declan Rice to Diop. Puts the ball into his right foot. Has to lunge that forward. Soufal, nice play. Souček hits the ball too heavy. Goes back to the City keeper. West Ham pressing forward. Nice bit of pressure. Oh, go on! He puts the pressure onto, I don't know who it was, from City. Souček goes in for a tackle. And he goes in for a tackle. And he nearly dispossesses. Is it Fernandinho? Nice pressure from West Ham. He's given a foul. To be fair, Anton is the best of them all for actually commentary, like a young Andy Gray. God, I don't know, is that a commentary? Is that a compliment or not? I don't know. Man City on the ball on the left, through in the middle to De Bruyne. Aguero comes in deep to collect the ball. Plays the ball out with his right foot, but Creswell intercepts. Good interception again from West Ham. Feeds out wide to Ben Johnson on the left-hand side. Tries to play the ball through the middle to Antonio, but he's kind of on his back foot, and City have got the ball and driving forward. Again, De Bruyne out wide to Mahrez. Feeds back into his left foot into the middle of the park. Fernandinho in the middle of the park driving forward. Finds the player, but it's great interception by Diop. Finds Creswell along the back line, who clears his lines. Up top to Antonio. Fair play. John Stones does well. Feeds it back to Ederson, the keeper. Gundogan for City. Back to Fernandinho in the centre circle. Plays John Stones. City just coming over the halfway line with the ball. Playing slow possession. Just trying to keep a hold of the ball. They have had a lot of possession, but West Ham are doing all right. Yeah, I would say, Scott, I agree with you. I think we do look pretty confident. We're pressing. We're sitting a little bit back now, but, and there goes Antonio, pushing forward to John Stones, putting the pressure on. City playing a bit of keep ball. De Bruyne back to John Stones, back in the centre circle. Slow possession. Gundogan finds Aguero. Puts the pressure onto the City player. just slow. City have just got a slow build-up play, patient, but they fed the ball through to Aguero's inside the 18-yard box. We've got plenty of men back there, so we need to hold on to it. He's fed in Torres. Well done, Diop. Good ball in from Zinchenko, but Diop does really well to collect the ball. Souček hits the ball out for a Man City throw-in on the halfway line. Joan, they are. However, we are pressing them, maybe more than what I thought that we would, to be honest. Antonio's lack of closing down is kind of annoying, to be honest. I think his lack of closing down look falls upon the fact that Lingard is up there with him, so he's not having to work as much. But look at us now. Edison's got the ball just outside the 18-yard box, and look, we've got 4 players, nearly 5 players in their half, which is something we don't tend to do. We've got 36% possession so far. And there you go. There's a prime example. We've put a bit of pressure on City. They've had to play the long ball out from the back, and they've hit it out for a West Ham throw-in the halfway line. So that's exactly what we need to do, is put a little bit of pressing on them. Declan Rice, Souček, feeds the ball all the way back to Darren Randolph, who goes for a big lump forward. Oh, he's pushed Antonio at the back. But anyway, Declan Rice has got the ball. Oh, he's done well. Well done, Deckers. Move forward. Fornals tries something trickery down the right-hand side to Soufal, but it's intercepted. But good interception by Declan Rice. City on the attack, and Soufal fouls the City player. People are saying, does Antonio look fit? We'll see. 10 minutes into the game, sometimes, we're playing a level above what we've been used to over the last few games, so he may, but we know what he's capable of. Walker for City. West Ham, good pressing. Johnson's done really well there. Pressing Walker. Zinchenko driving through the middle. Sprays the ball over the top of Creswell. Out wide to Mahrez. It's on the byline. Puts the ball onto his left foot. West Ham have got bodies back. De Bruyne. Back to Mahrez. It's on his right foot. Puts the ball onto his left foot. Crosses it in. But Dawson does well to clear the ball out with his head. Nice play there from Lingard. Back to Declan Rice. Souček on the ball. Driving forward. Finds Lingard. Back to the 18-yard box to Creswell. Pings the ball forward to Fornals. Nice bit of play. Unfortunately dispossessed by Fernandinho. Mahrez on the ball, and he's fouled from Johnson down for a Man City free kick. 10 minutes in. Man City 0, West Ham 0. Gary's injured, mate. He picked up an injury in training. I'd like to put a timer on this, but I don't know if we know how to do the timer. It'd be handy to let you know where we're at watching the game, but we're at 11 minutes in and 20 seconds into the game, and it's a Man City free kick, 40 yards out, halfway between the goalkeeper's line and the centre circle. De Bruyne has played it low, and Declan Rice has cleared it out. But Man City are first to the ball. Zinchenko's got a lot of space, albeit it's back up the back. But Fernandinho, great tackle from Lingard. Yeah, I get that he hasn't, but the game hasn't really gone down that side, and it's actually been Zinchenko has been the kind of main threat really from City. Kyle Walker on the ball, feeds the ball past the halfway line, back the way though, and City playing the ball through their back defence. Kyle Walker's driven forward a little bit, fed the ball through to De Bruyne, who's going to switch play completely out the left to Torres. Puts the ball onto his right foot, finds De Bruyne, close him down. He's cut through, he's in the 18-yard box, close him down. And it's cleared from West Ham to Goodoingan. Crosses the ball in, get rid of it. Aguero's on the ball. He's handled it, and it's given a West Ham free kick inside the penalty box. So there you go. De Bruyne's woken up. It's exactly what the commentators are talking about. He's been really quiet, but he's picked the ball up about 20 yards in, and he's just literally driven forward, and he's sliced apart 1, 2, 3 West Ham players, cut the ball back. I don't know who it was he cut the ball back to. It was a good tackle from the West Ham defence. Declan Rice was kind of caught up in that kind of tackle, but they're saying he's maybe going to be okay. He's just having to run it off. "13 minutes in, guys." City got the ball back in their own half again. West Ham putting decent amount of pressure on them. Ball's being cleared up forward to Diop. He's collected the ball on his right foot. It's gone out for a Man City throw in. Declan, I think he's running it off. Good interception there by Souček. It's gone back out for a Man City throw in, just in line with the 18-yard box. West Ham pressing, putting Man City, pressing them back to the halfway line. Kyle Walker on the ball on the right-hand side. Plays out to Mahrez, plays a one. Oh, De Bruyne is giving the ball away to Lingard. Cut forward. He's driving forward on the left-hand side. Done really well there. Interception from Lingard. Still got a hold of the ball. Feeds the ball back to Declan Rice. In through the middle to Souček. He's got plenty of space. Finds Diop out right. Just back in the halfway line again. It's fine, no. Take that. I know we're going back the way. Dawson back to Creswell. It's going to find its way back to Randolph soon. Maybe it's not. Souček in the centre circle. Switches the play. He's played a couple of bad balls today. Souček has gone out for a Man City throw in. Like to see a wage cap in the EPL. City squad's ridiculously massive. It is, mate. It is. It really, really, really is. Kyle Walker with the ball. Back to John Stones. Zinchenko. Back to Aguero, plays a 1-2. Back to Zinchenko. Back to Aguero again. Finds Fernandinho in the middle of the park. Driving forward. Kyle Walker is playing really far forward. That could be a threat for West Ham. Great tackle from Ben Johnson. That could be a potential for us. I got a slow link today. Can you pause for 20 seconds? Cheers, Anton. Mate, it's not like us. It is not like us to have anything like this. And anyway, someone else wrote it was kick off about 40 seconds before we actually kicked off. So Kyle Walker with the throw in. Throws to Aguero. Kyle Walker again with the ball on the right hand side, feeds it all the way back past the halfway line, back to John Stones. Driving forward. Antonio's running, trying to press him down, but he's not having to track back too much. Is that John Stones in the middle of the park there? Is that? Yeah, it is. John Stones is playing central midfield now. Zinchenko's sitting behind. He's staying there. He's starting to move his way back. Zinchenko's on the ball. Find De Bruyne. De Bruyne's tried to feed the ball through. Diop's intercepted really well. Surprised he's not giving that a handball to Man City. But anyway, Fornals is still on the ball. Driving through the middle of the park. Switches over to the left-hand side to Aaron Creswell. Declan Rice on the ball in the middle of the park. Sees Antonio centrally. Plays it all the way back to Declan Rice. Still a hold of the ball. Creswell on the left-hand side. Just over to Ben Johnson, past the halfway line. Back to Creswell, back over to West Ham's half. Declan Rice on the ball. Back in the centre-half position. Plays the ball back to Randolph. Good bit of possession by West Ham, though. We'll take that. Dawson finds some space on the left-hand side, just inside the 18-yard box. Plays into Creswell on the left-hand side. Back to Dawson in the centre, the 18-yard box. Driving forward. Dawson's still got a hold of the ball. West Ham keeping a little bit of possession. Yes, we're keeping it in our half, but plays a nice ball through to Fornals, who's driving over the halfway line. Keep going. He's looking for men. He's looking up, trying to see if anyone's coming to chase the ball. Soufal gets the ball, plays the ball through to Antonio, who's onside. He's just cutting inside the 18-yard box, plays the ball too far ahead of Lingard, and Man City dispossessed. But West Ham get it back again. Diop to Fornals. Fornals on the ball, plays out wide to Antonio on the right-hand side. He plays it through the middle, back the way to Declan Rice, who's got a hold of the ball, switches play completely to the left-hand side to Ben Johnson, puts the ball onto his right foot and finds Creswell. Creswell finds space. West Ham have got some space. Lingard from distance shoots. Oh, it's good. Go, Antonio! Head in! Oh, no! What's happening? Shoot! Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know what was happening there. So Lingard collects the ball about 20 yards out and shoots from distance. It takes a deflection and it goes to the back post. And I think it's Souček that makes the run in. Lingard shoots from distance. Yeah, he does. Souček at the back post who tries to find Antonio. And Antonio and Ederson go up for the header. And then it falls to Lingard again to take a shot and it's deflected. Tell you what. Keep doing this, West Ham. I think Ederson's gone down a bit injured. He got back up after the collision with Antonio. However, he went back down after it, but Antonio was right enough to go for that, 100%. West Ham throw in deep in the City half. Creswell feeds it back to Declan Rice. Dawson switches play completely. It's unlucky. It goes out for a West Ham throw in. Sorry, words and pictures, mate. Is it bad? Declan Rice on the ball in the centre-half position. Skips by Mahrez. No problem at all. Creswell on the left-hand side. What they're doing, what I've noticed with West Ham is when they drive forward, if there's nothing there, a few times we've done it, we've stopped and looked up rather than tried to press too early if there's no other players there. So, keeping possession then. And I kind of like that. I'm not going to lie. I kind of like that. 20 minutes in and it's still 0-0. But we're not committing players forward. It makes it difficult for us. Maybe Moyes is playing the long game. Torres skips by. West Ham finds De Bruyne, who hits the ball too hard, too heavy. Goes for a West Ham goal kick. Take that. They don't have a lot of threat about them so far. Defence looks confident. To be honest, Scott, I do think they have got a lot of threat. I think so far we're standing up to them. I don't think it's... You could easily say that this is not... First 20 minutes, City fans could be annoyed, but I think West Ham are going kind of toe-to-toe. Be interesting to see if he does make any decisions with regards to that. West Ham got the ball. He just plays it out for a Man City throw-in. Fernandinho on the ball. Finds John Stones back in the City half. Come on, West Ham. Lingard, the furthest forward player. Trying to press. Putting the pressure on. Well done, Lingard. Well done. Oh, he's not going to get a foul for that, is he? He is. It's a free kick to City. Maybe it is. City played the free kick short, but good interception by Ben Johnson. He's got the pace to get a hold of that ball. Tries to play an Antonio, but it's intercepted. Fernandinho's got the ball driving forward for Man City. Mahrez on the right-hand side. Inside to Gundogan. Back to Mahrez again on his left foot. Looking for space. Switches play over to the left-hand side. Finds Torres. West Ham got plenty of men behind the body, feeding the ball back. Good interception by Souček, but it finds the City player again. But West Ham have got the ball again, dispossessed them. Fornals goes quick. Oh, he's seen Antonio make that run, but it was a good interception from the City player. If the player didn't get that, Antonio would have been in. He really was. He really was nearly through there. It was a great potential ball there from Fornals. Good interception for the City defender. Anyway, they've got the hold of the ball, just come to the halfway line. And well done, Declan Rice, dispossessed. But Mahrez let the ball run out for a Man City throw-in. Zinchenko for City. Switches play completely. Ball's too heavy. It looks like, he's got it. The City play. He's let it go. Is that a West Ham goal kick? Good. We'll take that. Well done, Sufal. what I'm going to say is, people could say here that it doesn't matter. West Ham's structure to this game. West Ham have been very disciplined. Look at that back five. Look at that line. If you're watching the game right now, when the ball's played from Zinchenko, was it Zinchenko that made that switch play completely? I can't remember who it was. Look at West Ham's back line. It's very disciplined, solid line. It's great to see. Zinchenko on the ball, just coming across the halfway line, feeds the ball through to De Bruyne, tries to find Aguero. Soufal has taken him out, and it is a Man City free kick from about 35, 40 yards out. Don't really know if Soufal did. I'm trying to see what Soufal did. He stepped in there. I mean, to be fair, it's a fair enough reason why we'd go in for that. City clear the ball into the middle of the park. Dawson clears the ball out, finds Mahrez. Well done. Good dispossession there from Lingard. Great play from Lingard. Antonio's driving forward. He's been dispossessed, but the ball goes out for a West Ham throw-in. Is he giving it to West Ham? Yeah. Quarter of the game gone without Man City having a shot on target yet. Good defender from West Ham. Zinchenko, good one. Torres on the left-hand side for Man City. Tries to feed the ball through to De Bruyne, who does. Finds Aguero. Great tackle from Soufal. Fantastic play, but he has given the ball straight back to Aguero. Plays the ball through to Fernandinho at the edge of the box. Finds the ball over to the left, and De Bruyne's on the inside of the 18-yard box. Tries to put the ball on his right foot. Great dispossession by Fornals. Honestly, fantastic defensive display. Great hold-up touch. Great hold-up play from Antonio. The ball nearly sticks through to Ben Johnson, but West Ham have dispossessed again. Declan Rice on the ball, feeds through to Souček in the middle of the park, keeping a hold of the ball, having a nice tidy bit of possession. Creswell, honestly, nice disciplined performance so far. Dawson, no pressure, no panic, keep a hold of the ball, get a hold of a bit of possession, maybe try and frustrate City a little bit. Dawson switches play completely. Fornals, and it just goes to no one. I think that was actually Lingard. City got the ball, just entered the centre circle, coming to the halfway line. Fernandinho skips past Lingard, but Lingard's not giving up. Putting pressure on him. Kyle Walker driving forward on the right-hand side, finds Mahrez on the right-hand side, puts the ball onto his left foot. Johnson kind of shuffling him back the way. Gundogan switching left and right. He is all of the game. De Bruyne out to Torres on the left. Great defensive display again from West Ham. Soufal, that was brilliant. Finds Fornals. Souček skips by. It's such a dangerous place, but he's got by 3 Man City players. Plays into Antonio, back to Souček. Great play from West Ham. Lingard coming over the halfway line. Nice bit of space over there for Ben Johnson. Lingard still got a hold of the ball. City have got men behind the ball, but West Ham are driving players forward. Ben Johnson on the left-hand side. It's a shame. We've given the ball away. Good play, good defensive play from West Ham. Fernandinho. De Bruyne has moved further forward now. West Ham have dispossessed again. Declan Rice, interception again. We've been dispossessed. Good interception again from Declan Rice. Lingard back to Ben Johnson, who finds Thomas Souček, back to Creswell. Dawson back to Creswell on the left-hand side, taking his time, switches play completely, but hands the ball straight to City in the halfway line. It was a shame. Fernandinho, the centre circle. Gundogan. 65% possession to Man City, to West Ham's 35%. Man City have had 1 shot, West Ham have had 3 shots. And Johnson's pulled down Mahrez, and he's got a free kick. Just in line with the 18-yard box, but far over to the right-hand side. He's given a yellow card for Ben Johnson. Bit disappointing. It's a foul. Mahrez has skipped by him, and Johnson's just... I think if he hadn't have pulled him down, he was going to be through on the 18-yard box, potentially with no cover. So maybe it was the right decision. It's not nice to see at that stage. I don't know. I think Johnson's been all right, to be honest. I do. I think a little nervous, maybe, but that's understandable. Free kick for Man City. Mahrez. De Bruyne steps over it, puts the ball into the middle of the park, and who's there? None other than Craig Dawson. Again. Zinchenko crosses the ball in. Who's there? What a great defensive header from Creswell. The ball's going into the box. There's two players behind Creswell, and it's he's kind of looking the wrong way, and he just heads it back the way out for a Man City corner. De Bruyne on the corner. It's going to be an out swinger from the right-hand side. Too much over the top for John Stones. And City have got the ball back in the halfway line. De Bruyne got a goal. I just don't know how they've got that goal. It's literally from nothing. I'm not going to lie. Diaz has got a goal from... it's a ping ball. I don't know how... I honestly have to... I didn't expect that at all. I really didn't expect that. I don't know what's happened there. I'm really disappointed in that, to be honest. Really, really disappointed in that. It's a great ball. I'm not remotely denying it's a fantastic ball from De Bruyne. However, he collects the ball on the left-hand side. The ball's being completely switched. I'm just having a look here. And Diaz makes a fantastic run. There's no ifs or buts about it. Do you know what? It is a good goal, but questionably whether or not Randolph. The ball goes over the top of Dawson and Diop. They're marking John Stones and Diaz. I mean, their two centre-halves are up top. It's just so frustrating. It is a sensation. It's literally, do you know what? The commentator's right there. We have looked good in this game and we've played well, but unfortunately, it's taken a... Oh, they've just come forward again. Randolph's got the ball, though. Do you know what, lads? I understand it's frustrating. However, I don't think we deserved that, but we need to keep up the tempo that we're playing with. We don't need to make any changes yet. Keep up the tempo and see what we can do and see if we can react. And that's hopefully what we're doing, trying to make the run. Fornals! Oh, Fornals! Oh, the keeper, corner. Has he got a corner? No, he's giving a goal kick. Fernandinho slips in, but the ball doesn't go out, and Fornals is going on one-on-one with Ederson. Oh, no one's actually touched it. Oh, I'm so frustrated by that goal. I'm so frustrated by that goal. Oh, we've done really hard, worked really hard, played really quite decent, and I know we've lacked. Is he through? Oh, Randolph is cleared. This is what we need to do, though. We need to calm down now. We need to just calm down, play. 32 minutes gone. See, this is the problem we've got, is we've got such a good team we're playing, because Man City have realised that they're not going to play the ball through from the first 30 minutes of this game. They're not going to play the ball on the ground. So what do? They switch their tactics and play the ball over the top. They've got the ability to do that. So frustrating. Man City on the ball, coming past the halfway line. John Stones. Kyle Walker driving forward, finds Mahrez. Tries to get dispossessed by Lingard. Gundogan finds the ball, but it finds its way through to Dan Randolph. Diaz has headed the ball when he scored the goal, and it's kind of gone just to the slight bit the left of Randolph. Possibly should have done better. However, there's no ifs or buts about it. It was a fantastic ball from De Bruyne. I just can't believe, though, the two players that were De Bruyne was finding in the 6-yard box, and he played the ball from 40 yards out, was the two centre halves, Diaz and John Stones. Dawson plays the ball all the way back to Darren Randolph. That's a great stat, commentator. Let's not talk about that. Dawson heads the ball out straight to Man City. It's back in their own half. I think they play words and pictures. They play a possession game. I fully expected a lot more possession from Man City, to be honest. If I'm being brutally honest, I mean, I think you're talking about a side here that haven't been beaten in won 19 games on the trot in all competitions, including Europe, against some of the best teams in the world. So, West Ham are turning up here, and I think we're giving a decent account for ourselves and have done. Just a disappointing goal to concede. De Bruyne on the left-hand side, crosses the ball in, but Randolph does enough, collects the ball. West Ham goal kick. 35 minutes gone. Man City 1, West Ham 0. Man City on the ball. Good tracking back there from Fornals. Good bit of strength. Still on the ball. Finds Lingard, who plays the ball out left. It's kind of like a hit and hope, but lets Antonio chase it when he's done it. But it's going to go out. Is he going to give it? Oh no, he's going to goal kick. Man City. West Ham are in this. West Ham are in this. I get we need to do something more in the final third, but we're in this game and we've given a decent account for ourselves. To be honest, I'm really disappointed by the goal. Just really disappointed by the goal. I do think Randolph could have done better. That's the thing, though, when you've got players of that quality, players like De Bruyne who can just pick a pass from absolutely nothing. Anyway, Gundogan in the middle of the park, Fernandinho. De Bruyne is on the ball. Feeds into Mahrez. He's unmarked. He's going to shoot from distance. Out wide, Ben Johnson tries to cover, and it goes out for a Man City throw in. I'm happy to be honest. We're still in this, and we've made a good account for ourselves. West Ham fan TV. It's not the West Ham fan TV. It's a different West Ham fan TV. My name is Mark Taylor. Second member, Ellis Scott, and third member is Fred Woods. We're looking for the fourth member. Of what? Are you creating a channel? Is that what you're saying? What was your name there? Sorry. My name's Mark Taylor. Have you created let us know what you're talking about. Are you created a YouTube channel? And what are you like? What's your plans? How old are you guys? What's the situation? Also, you do know there is a West Ham fan TV. You might potentially want to look at a different name, maybe. Don't know. Fernandinho plays at Gundogan. Gundogan switched play completely with De Bruyne. Mahrez on the right-hand side. Still got hold of the ball. Ben Johnson stand up to him well. Kyle Walker back to the halfway line to John Stones. They're just happy to play possession football. Doesn't matter where the ball is. As long as they keep a hold of that ball, that's what Man City and that's what Pep Guardiola is going to do. Nothing going forward, play it back. Nothing going forward, playing it back. Zinchenko switches play completely over to left-hand side to Torres. Zinchenko. Good dispossession there from Fornals, from absolutely nothing. Nice bit of play there from Souček to Lingard. Feeds the ball back to Diop. Finds Lingard deep in the West Ham half. Plays the ball forward to Fornals. It's unlucky. Good tackle from the City player. It goes out for a West Ham throw in the halfway line. Darren Randolph on the ball. Finds Craig Dawson. Souček switches play completely over to Creswell on the left-hand side. Got a bit of space, driving forward. Ben Johnson on the halfway line, back to Creswell. Nice bit of play from West Ham, back to Craig Dawson in the centre half. Switches play over to Sufal. Great play. Lingard on the right-hand side. He's free. West Ham got 3 men in the box. Plays it early to Fornals. Antonio hits it low. Oh my God, it's hit the outside of the post and gone wide. I do not know what happened there, but we have just hit the outside of the post and it's gone wide. Really, really good football from West Ham. Craig Dawson, Souček, Sufal, Lingard on the right-hand side. He finds... He crosses the ball into Fornals. Fornals takes a swing at it, or maybe he dummies it. Antonio takes a touch. It bounces up. He then hits it on the half volley. It's back to the goal, to be fair. It just hits the outside of the bar, the post, and goes in. Words and pictures for your information. YouTube will remove channels' names if a complaint about it being similar name subject to successful channel. Just trying to help you not to have to start twice. Yes, I'm creating a channel. I forgot that there was a YouTube channel called West Ham Fan TV. I'm going to change it to West Ham Fan Daily. When you get in touch, if you're looking to do a YouTube channel, get in touch. I mean, have a chat with us guys and see, you know, what it's all about and let us know what your situation is. West Ham on the attack. Lingard driving forward into the box. Shoots from distance. His left foot goes straight to Ederson. 2 chances in quick succession. Ederson's trying to throw the ball, but Fornals has intercepted him, putting the pressure on the Man City defence. And they've kicked the ball, hoofed the ball forward, and West Ham have got the ball. Good play from West Ham. Declan Rice out wide to Sufal. Creswell. Nice bit of possession. Finds Dawson, really calm on the ball. Back to Randolph. Through the middle to Thomas Souček. Out wide to Declan Rice. Puts the ball onto his right foot. Back to Thomas Souček. Playing football on the ground. Definitely, yeah, I agree with that comment. Sufal back to Diop. Back to Thomas Souček. Back to Craig Dawson. And now we're letting City, you know, West Ham keep possession, even though it's in our own half. We're playing the ball, played decent football. Johnson's tried a bit of trickery there, but it's gone back to the City player. Yeah, he has actually, Scott. I do agree with that now, yeah. If you're looking to do a YouTube channel, get in contact with us. We've got, we're on socials. Good interception there by Sufal's coming over the halfway line. West Ham got bodies forward. He's still driving forwards. Plays it out wide to Lingard. Just trying to cut inside. He's just inside 18-yard box. He's trying to play it through to Sufal. He's taken a deflection, but it's gone to Ederson. Yeah, if you're looking at there's an injury for City. Torres, maybe. Yeah, if you're looking to do the channel, etc., get in touch. Twitter, Facebook, whatever. Have a discussion. Let us know. I mean, just see what happens with the chat. It's true, though. The only thing that separates this game today is a fantastic play, brilliant pass from De Bruyne. But that's it. That's the only thing I can say. That's the difference in this game. Oh, God, I'm so sore sitting down. I feel like I need to stand up. But I can't because I'm underneath the stairs. It's a good question. I don't think Moyes will do it at half time. I really don't, because I think West Ham have given a good account for ourselves. And like I said, the only thing that really separates us is a fantastic pass from De Bruyne. Yes, there's elements of improvement, but we've dispossessed them again. Ben Johnson finds Lingard. West Ham have got some space. Sufal's in the box. He's in the right hand side. The cross in Lingard. Ah! Yes! Who they giving it to? Is it Antonio? I think Antonio's
Antonio! He's well onside. He's well onside.
Antonio.
It's in there.
Antonio.
Right, going, hold on.
Honestly, with Johnson's dispossessed, played in Lingard. Fornals has played out to Sufal, crossed the ball in. Lingard's hit it. Antonio's well onside, and Antonio's tapped it in. The ball was going in, but Antonio had to make sure of it. And it is 1-1. Yes! 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 Oh, lads. Deserved. Absolutely deserved. No ifs or buts about it. Fantastic. And that man himself, Mikel Antonio, created from Lingard. Absolutely fan-dabby-dozy. Love it. Oh, I don't think I can breathe. Honestly, I prefer being slower than Anton. That was brilliant reaction. Sorry, mate. Funny thing is, my daughter's trying to have her afternoon sleep. I don't think she will be able to if I'm sitting here doing this. It's nearly half time. First goal they've conceded since December. Wow. Oh, what a tackle from Declan Rice. Honestly, what a fantastic tackle. Antonio, great play with Lingard. Lingard's driving. Oh, Antonio looks like he was making the run to the left, has decided to make a run to the right, and Lingard's played the ball to the left. Oh, it's just unfortunate. Honestly, I'm great. West Ham totally deserved. Totally deserved that. What? Sufal's been brilliant. He really has. So is Antonio. He's really came into this game. Declan Rice played the ball. Oh, it's just unfortunate. But Lingard, go on, keep chasing it. This is what we get with Lingard. Non-stop work rate. So anyway, Lingard, I think the ball was going in, and Antonio had to make sure of that ball going in the back of the net, and he has with a vengeance.
Antonio! Come on! Let's have it! Oh my god, I can't believe it. What?
Jake boy!
Yes!
Jake boy! Hold on a second, mate. Let's get this up and running. Welcome to West Ham Irons United. It's Alf's halftime report, not with Alf, but with Anton, Jake, and Irish Tommy. Guys, I'm going to put this one to you, Jake. Talk to me, mate. First half performance, what's your thoughts?
We were superb in that first half. I mean, the boys, they did us proud out there. I mean, if I'm being honest, I think Man City's goal was their only real opportunity, I thought, because we defended really well. We won the ball back several times. Rice and Souček in the midfield have been very good. Fornals has been very good. And then when we've got the ball, we've gone forward, we've counter-attacked, and it's just so good to get that goal, honestly. Because I think that kind of 5-minute period there, we were really on top and we deserved a goal. Come on!
Tommy, I mean, mate, really the only thing that separated us in that first half was a fantastic ball from De Bruyne. Really, how are you feeling after that first half?
Oh, you've got to be happy. I spoke about this before the game, remember? I said that I hope that City play with a kind of a slow tempo because we're so well drilled that we can handle that we will be able to limit them. And we really did. Like you say, it was just that one brilliant ball from De Bruyne. Unfortunately, Dawson had picked up Stones and Diop went with Stones as well and didn't, should have been aware that Diaz was behind him and he should have gone and picked up Diaz and he might have been able to flick that out for a corner. But unfortunately, Diop got drawn to Stones as well and it left Diaz free. at the back post, and he couldn't miss really. So that was unfortunate, but it was a brilliant ball in. But other than that, I mean, we've restricted them with ease really, because that tempo. The commentator said during the game, funnily enough, this slow tempo will suit City, and I'm like, no, it's the complete opposite. The slow tempo suits us. If City are going to break us down, they have to play with a high tempo. They've got to move the ball very quickly. They've got to try and play in between the lines. And if they play slow like this all day, we can defend this all day long.
And we're kind of like really nullifying any threat that they're playing on the ball to the ground. So they like to play the ball on the ground, and what's happened is it's taken De Bruyne an absolute worldie of a pass, switch play over the top. They're two centre halves forward, which is crazy, but they were there, and one of them headed the ball in. But it's taken that for Man City to get past West Ham. I think several times from doing the talking through the game as we're going on. If you see the line that West Ham are holding, we're holding a fantastic defensive line. Everyone back there is doing their job. Everyone is. Even Ben Johnson, who I think looks a little bit nervous, as everyone's saying, a tiny bit nervous. He's still doing the right job. I don't know how many times, Jake, Declan Rice has dispossessed the play, intercepted play constantly. Are we putting this down to a Man City that aren't turning up right now, or a West Ham that are raising their game?
Oh, we're raising our game completely. I think that, Rice and Fornals, all of them out there, got the ball back, and went upfield. And I think it's just we have really, really frustrated him. And the David De Gea's he's loving it. And there we go.
Look, mate. I mean, I'm looking at the highlights here, and what they're doing is they're actually just showing the structure of how West Ham are defending at the back line. The fact that we're sticking with our men, the fact that we're actually staying in that formation and we're not slipping, no players stepping out of position. Talk to me about our defence, mate. It's not just been about a defensive performance, but we have defended really well.
Yeah, we have done. We've defended as a unit solidly. Every time it goes in, apart from the one goal they've scored, we've got everything out. We've looked solid, comfortable. The tackles aren't, they're not lunges, last minute decisions. They're controlled. Diop and Dawson absolutely rocks. Kafal for me is probably. I might sound a little bit over exaggerated here, but I think Kafal's one of the best right backs in the league. He's kept the geese on the left-hand side quiet. It's the performance that I thought we'd have. The only thing is, Johnson seems a bit suspect at the back. Going forward, he's absolutely fine. He seems quite controlled. He's given a few balls away, which is kind of to be expected by a player who doesn't play that much. But defending-wise, he seems to panic a little bit. So, I'm okay. I'm loving it. I don't know what you're laughing about, but yeah.
I'm laughing at Jake taking a big bite of his sandwich. Anyway, Tommy, I mean, Antonio, maybe quite possibly, questionably, a sluggish start into the game. How do you think he's grown into the game?
I think it wasn't really on Antonio, was it? I mean, we were bringing the ball out okay at times, I thought, and just some of our passing was just really sloppy. Johnson gave 3 or 4 really bad balls. Even Rice gave one bad one. It was just 4 now. There was a few players there when we were bringing the ball out and looked like we might be able to build an attack. And then just a poor pass was just killing our attack. And that was really frustrating. So Antonio didn't have a huge amount to work with for a while there. We were almost entirely defensive. And then when we tried to come out, just give the ball away sloppily. But as we have grown into the game, obviously that has allowed Antonio to grow into the game. So it wasn't on Antonio earlier on, but he's doing fine, I think. He's running the lines. He's doing his thing. Whenever the ball is played up to him, he's been holding it up well. So I think Antonio's doing fine, to be honest. He has been no problem first half. And the really good thing for me is that, unfortunately, we had waited until after City scored to do it, really. But when we get that high press, when we actually are a little bit braver, and actually push up on them at the back, we're causing them problems because they always want to play it out. And Ederson seems absolutely determined to gift us a goal. So, if we keep that high press and stay a bit brave, the opportunities will come. We're well in this, and I predicted a win, and I'm sticking with it. From what I've seen that first half, I still think we can go and nick this thing.
Yep. Jake, I'll let you continue eating your sandwich. I'll ask Luke the next question. Look, for a first half performance against the City side who have got so much confidence, What do you think it is? What are West Ham doing today that's potentially right in the first half, and going into the second half? What do you think West Ham need to do?
I think stick out how it is. We're trying to find our feet when we go forward. We're not pushing everyone up. You know, Lingard's doing a lot of the work going forward, and so is Fornals as well. But I think Man City haven't quite got out of first gear yet. When you see De Bruyne hasn't been his top self today, and he's still got an assist, so it is worrying that if they do try and step it up, we've got to try and compete with them just as well. But we're doing fine at the moment. We're keeping it tight at the back, and at the moment we're not scared of them. We're not wary of them, but we're just being controlled in the way that we're approaching the game. So we're not panicking, but we're maybe not as cohesive as we have been. City have got the midfield, but we're finding pockets of space to use. We just need to, I'd say, push from the back a bit more. We're trying to sort of get in Lingard to come pick the ball up, trying to get Fornals to pick the ball up and then go forward, whereas we use the wing backs a bit more than we have done. Kafal looks right up for it. He looks really, when he goes to attack, he looks up for it. So, I mean, it's 1-1, guys. So, we did that all over us. But, it's that second gear that I'm worried about with City, but I'm not too worried, you know what I mean? So,
Let me bring in another guest. Seth, you've obviously just watched that. I mean, how are you feeling about that, mate?
I feel great. That was a really, really good performance, to be honest with you. Could we have done better with the first goal? Maybe Drip was a bit loss of concentration with that, but you couldn't really do nothing with that ball. That ball was brilliant, to be fair, from De Bruyne. City have not really had much of it. Yeah, they've had a lot of the ball. It's expected. City, that's what they've done all the time, but they haven't really done enough with the ball. They had that one chance, and that was it, really. Yeah. Whereas we've had we've had better chances with especially last 10-15 minutes. We were on top of them, really. And you can see Pep looks a bit rattled, to be honest with you. He's going to go in at half time thinking, what the heck is going on?
Yeah, absolutely, mate. Jake, when it comes to the second half, would you like to see any changes, and do you think there'll be any changes? Lots of people saying, I think people are actually saying Johnson may have been getting substituted because he's got his yellow card and he has looked a little bit nervous. Would you like to see that, or what other thing would you like to see Moyes try and do in the second half?
Yeah, I think Johnson will come off at some stage, purely because the fact I don't think he's been great. He's gave the ball away a few times. We're trying to hide my ketchup there from there. There you go. I think that definitely there will be subs. Hopefully Ben Ram's going to come on at some point. I'd like to see that maybe last kind of 20 minutes if we're still at 1-1. But I'm chuffed with it, really, because I think we've gone in and we've really gave them a game, and Pep doesn't know what to do with himself, and we are loving it, and we deserve that goal. I thought when we came in, I thought we really did deserve that goal.
Yeah, 100%, mate. Tommy, what do you expect us to do in the second half? What do you want us to do in the second half?
Well, I think it's more of the same, largely. Defensively, we're excellent. Bringing the ball forward now, we're starting to improve on that. I think we're just the passing, just cut out some of the sloppy passing that's going on where we're bringing the ball out, because we're killing some of our own attacks, without City having to do any hard work. So just sharpen up some of the passing when we're bringing the ball out. But other than that, there's not a lot wrong there. Let's be honest. That was a really good first half for us. Defensively, we've. I mean, how many teams have limited City like this?
Yeah,
at home, at their place, I mean, they can barely get a shot off. So that's really good for us. And as long as we can keep it tight like this, we're right in this game. So I think, to be honest, it's as you were. Just tighten up the passing a little bit coming out. I agree with Johnson. Some sloppy passing. He got caught out once, when he came in a bit rashly on Mahrez, when it wasn't really a 50-50 ball. It was always going to be Mahrez's ball, and he skipped past him. He had to, turn him and got his yellow card. So he just needs to be careful, obviously. And if Moyes wants to change that up after a while, he can do that. He can move Cresswell out there and bring Balbuena in to play at centre back. So I'm very happy. You don't change much, but I think let's see where we're at. With 15 minutes to go. And look, if we're still in this, if it's still level, I think Moyes would be very slow to change anything, and I wouldn't blame him.
Yeah.
Cheers, Anton.
I think as long as we're still in this game, if it's still 1-1, going forward, like deep into the second half.
Mm-hmm.
Do you really need to change anything? Because that's a great result at that point. So unless we go behind, and we're behind with kind of maybe 15 minutes to go, then you can think about springing the likes of Benrahma or Bowen, which is fine. But at the moment, just more of the same, except for tightening up the passing in the final third.
Yeah, absolutely. What do you think, Sis?
The only thing really to say, like I think Tommy's nailed it pretty much. There has been times where we have been sloppy at times. We've been our worst anyway, especially when it comes to going in the final third. Like City have they've backed off us and then we just gave the ball away. I think Ben Johnson, he's having a tough time at the moment, especially dealing with Mahrez. I wouldn't be surprised if he comes off with it, if he comes off now or within the next 5 to 10 minutes. But what would you do to do that? I'm not quite sure. Everyone's saying to bring him on for Benrahma. I'm not quite sure yet. I think we should just keep it as it is, And if you want to switch it up a bit, we can get Creswell on the left wing back and then get Balbuena on, and then afterwards get Benrahma on. I'm thinking along the lines of that, but I don't think we should swap Johnson for Benrahma. I don't think that makes sense, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I think also what we did early in the first half, we were hitting too many long balls out.
Yeah.
It's just too easy for City to deal with those and get possession straight back. We have to stay brave and keep playing through the lines. Yeah, we've been quite brave in playing out from the back, and that's where we've made all our hay. Because we spoke, remember, Anton, before the game, the question was, how are we going to get down the pitch? And I said, there isn't enough pace there for us to break very quickly on them. So, it's likely we're going to have more deliberate kind of built up attacks where we're actually more patient and we work the ball through the lines from back to front. And when we've actually done that in that first half, we've been successful at it. And we've caused them problems then in the final third. So keep being brave and keep working the ball out from the back, because lumping it forward, hoping Antonio or Lingard can get on it, got us nowhere in the early minutes.
Yep, absolutely. Tommy, here's one for you, mate. This is my second half beverage. You'll know this very well.
Club Orange, can't beat it.
Club Orange, mate. It's
Club Orange has it has the bits in it.
Oh, I love it. I love it. My wife's into the Rock Shandy. I'm a Club Orange one. I like a lemon as well, but she's into the Rock Shandy. So for anyone that doesn't know, it's an Irish drink, and the only way I could describe it could be it's maybe the Irish version of Fanta, but it's definitely better.
It's definitely better than Fanta, no question.
Definitely. Yep, absolutely. Listen, we're on to the second half, guys. Any last points any of you want to make?
Let's go at him.
Here we go.
Hey,
Irish Reds.
Is that Stell?
Let's go.
Of course it is.
Stell, behave.
Let's take it to them. Pep is rattled, man. Let's do this.
Yes, Cess, mate. I see Cess was on Man City Fan TV last night, so I was in this corner helping him out. All right, see you later, Luke, mate. Take it easy. Battling this corner, and
I'm
mate.
away as well. Second half is on.
Cheers,
boys.
Tommy, mate.
Come on, you Orange. Let's go.
Right. Come on, mate. Cheers. Yeah, so you gave a good count for yourself, mate, yesterday. But let's see what happens in this second half, mate. So
let's see what happens. What happens.
Are you around, Cess? Do you want to jump on the review after? Or are you too busy after?
I'm not busy at the moment. Yeah. So.
Right. Well, I'll give you a shout, and then we'll do the review after the game. If you want,
yeah, definitely.
Right. Good man. All right. Cheers for that. Take it easy, mate. Second half, getting ready, lads, and we've just kicked off. No substitutions made so far. I'm just going to refresh my feed while we're doing this as well. Man City early doors on the attack. We put a big cross in, but it goes wide. Nothing's happening in the game if you're wondering why I'm playing silent. However, I'm your jail call, doors open, make a break for it. Mate, I'm starving. I'm actually starving. I was hoping the missus would bring me some food, but thought don't think that's happening. It's the problem when you do these things yourself. You literally are stuck. Link. Man City on the ball. I'm just going to cut off my feed for a second. Open up a brand spanking new one. Please send. There it is there. And we're back in. So I'm on 47:30 for anyone that's wanting to know. Good play from Antonio. Finds Ben Johnson. Back to Fornals. Lingard. Driving forward again. Trying to go into the box. He's found his way into the box. He's been tripped up, but I think the Man City player got the ball. Oh, what's happened there? Collision between Fornals and Fernandinho. It's given a Man City free kick. So this is live, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to text my wife, who's in the other room. Has he got that ball? Did he get that ball? Lingard's driving forward. Oh, he did get the ball, yeah. I'm just going to mute myself for a second. I'm actually going to ask the missus and see if she'll bring me any food. Let's see how this goes down. Randolph's down injured. Doesn't look too great. It's gone from the goal kick. He slipped and I think he's gone over on his ankle. Two goalkeepers on the bench and David Martin's warming up. Looks like he's going to continue for a little bit. Anton for the new role of Harry Potter, 100%, mate. Great dispossession there from Souček and fantastic sweep-up play from Dawson. We're just coming into the 50th minute. They're just having a look on David Martin's warming up and they're just checking on Randolph. Antonio driving forward on the left, done really well. It's West Ham corner. Antonio's done really well to get by Kyle Walker. He's tracked back and he's tried to cross it in. Anyway, it's a West Ham corner. That's our first corner of the game. West Ham have put all the big lads up there. We all know what we're capable of at set pieces. Dawson, Souček, Diop, Antonio, Fornals. Good cross in. Oh, just sneaks over the top of the West Ham head. Diop does well to play the ball back to Soufal. Pings the ball in. Deckers tries to ping the ball back the way. I think that is De Bruyne. He tries a through pass, but it goes out for a West Ham goal kick. This will be a good test now to see how Randolph is. Yeah, so Randolph's not taking the goal kick there. Dawson's going big and long. City on the ball, play the ball all the way back to Edison. Playing the ball short, Zinchenko on the left. West Ham dispossessed. Oh, he's caught Soufal. Soufal's down just now, holding on to his ankle. Hopefully he's okay. Just fully stood on his right foot. It's one of those kind of like all the way, like his studs have caught like all the way the front of his foot, like where the metatarsal is really like rubbed all the way down. Be a sore one. Diop played the ball forward to Antonio. Found Antonio. Man City have tried to clear the ball. Wasn't the greatest of clearances. Souček's picked the ball up. Soufal's tried to play the ball through to Antonio. And Diop's gained the ball. West Ham still on the ball. Declan Rice plays the ball back to Craig Dawson. Goes out wide to Diop. Puts the ball onto his right foot. Out wide to Soufal. Tries a big clearance. Diop heads the ball out. Gundogan in the middle of the park for Man City, driving forward again. Fernandinho. Zinchenko back to Fernandinho for City. Just put the ball back on the halfway line. John Stones driving forward. Oh my God. Torres on the left. Cuts inside. Dispossessed by Thomas Souček. Again, dispossessed by Thomas Souček. Fernandinho switches play to right hand side. City from distance. Trickles through everyone. Goes out for a West Ham goal kick from Kyle Walker. West Ham dispossessed the ball again. Rice, Fornals, wide to Soufal. Carrying the ball forward. Finds Fornals centrally. Driving forward again. Good play from West Ham. Declan Rice on the right-hand side. Pings the ball in. Whoa! Would have found Antonio, but Edison comes out and collects the ball. Great pass from... great ball in from Declan Rice there. Very unfortunate. West Ham. Fernandinho plays the ball through to Zinchenko. De Bruyne is on the ball. Oh, thank you. Legend. Food time. Crisps are loud though when you're on a stream, so I'll try and mute it. West Ham on the attack. West Ham pressing really well. Scott, I am as well, mate. Man City on the attack. Man City still on the attack. Kyle Walker finds Mahrez. Back to Kyle Walker. Into Fernandinho. Halfway into the West Ham half. West Ham pressing bodies forward. Souček trying to intercept. Zinchenko. Out wide to Torres. Man City throw in. Well done, West Ham. Oh! Well done, Craig Dawson. Fornals gets a hold of the ball. Souček. He is. Honestly, Scott, he absolutely is, mate. Declan Rice. Back to Dawson. Great ball through to Fornals. Out wide to Diop. Driving forward. Out wide to Sufal. Fornals dropped deep to collect the ball. Antonio out to Sufal. Sufal tries to play the ball through to him, but dispossessed. Oh! Giving the ball to Fornals. He's attacking. What's he going to do with it? Inside the box. Keep hold of it. Crossing the ball into Lingard. He's on his own. Oh, no, he's dispossessed. Oh, so unlucky. Uh-oh. God, me up. Oh, no. De Bruyne's through. Coming into the box. West Ham have got bodies. Keeping the ball in the ball. Let it go out. Ah, it's gone across the goal. Oh. Thank the Lord for that. West Ham on the attack now. Bit of end-to-end stuff. Declan Rice. Counter-attack after counter-attack from both teams. Lingard onto his right foot. Still got the ball deep in the City half. Plays the ball through to Fornals. Fantastic run from Fornals. Oh, he's dispossessed. Unlucky, son. Goes out for a West Ham throw-in. Really good bit of play there. Jake, if you're watching, what am I eating, mate? Johnson. Good put. Oh, he tries a low ball into the box. Good bit of pressure from West Ham. Cross in again. Oh, Ederson comes out and gets it. If not, Antonio was unmarked. Again in their box, actually. City on the attack. Bernardino in the middle. Plays it out wide. Torres on his right foot. Well done, Diop. Well done, Ben Johnson. Goes out for a City throw in. 60 minutes in. The ball was played through to De Bruyne. Diop went in for a massive side tackle. De Bruyne snipped the ball past him. Or cut the ball across goal. I think City have made a substitution. Is it Aguero? Jesus is on for Aguero. Shows you the strength in their bench. It's madness, isn't it? City have made the first substitution. So right to Mahrez. Tries to play the ball through, but Creswell dispossesses. Done really well. Cheers, West Ham. Bailey. Ball's found its way back to Ederson. Good dispossession again from Lingard. Finds Fornals. Striving forward. Finds great ball to Lingard. Look at Antonio. Lingard plays in Antonio. Is he going to keep the hold of the ball? Heads it. Oh, City have done well. I'm finding that we're doing a... Hi, Reese, mate. How you doing? Hope you're well. You working? What's your situation? I'm finding that we're kind of quite quick on the counter. Tell me, when do you want the first sub? And if you want the first sub, who do you want subbed? City still on the ball. Good one. Finds Jesus. Fernandinho. Zinchenko. Torres. Back to Diaz. De Bruyne. Zinchenko. Playing the ball at the back there. Back into the centre circle for Man City. City still on the ball. Just trying to find a route through, but so far there's not one there. West Ham standing up well. Again, back in the halfway line. But West Ham haven't had a hold of touch of the ball for a little while. So we need to get a hold of this ball quickly because you don't want them to gain confidence from this bit of possession. And we have done. Antonio's got a hold of the ball. Finds Fornals. Good bit of play between him and Antonio. He's driving forward. Fornals is making a run through the left. Look at the right! Look at the foul! Look at the... Oh, no, Lingard! I just spat my foot everywhere. Sufal was completely free on the right-hand side. Oh. City in attack. He found a way. He's in the box. Tries a few step overs. Oh, he's going offside. I'll do. Give him a chance to finish this. No, he was offside. Another substitute for Man City. Foden is on for Torres. Again, another sign of their strength and depth in the squad. Massively appreciate that, Gary. Thank you very much. He really is, Vatclav. That's me finish my food. 65 minutes gone. De Bruyne on the ball from right-hand side. Foden, Mahrez. Tries the ball in, but Diop clears it really well. It's like Mahrez has stepped inside, Foden's gone out wide. It's a West Ham free kick. Plays the ball across the line to Diop. Finds Sufal. Oh, he's put under pressure. Won't give a fill for that. Oh, come on. Handball by Sufal, and it's a free kick to Man City. Completely agree. I think both Sufal and Lingard have been fantastic. And cheers for that, Gary, mate. Really appreciate that. Thank you. not asking you for no, but thank you. Cross in from De Bruyne. Headed wide for a corner to Man City. Don't know who got their head on that. So foul. Oh my god, I need to stretch. Man City corner. Dealt with by Souček and Lingard. That was 4-0, sorry, I should say. De Bruyne, Zinchenko, out wide to Mahrez. Crosses it in. Oh, John Stones makes it 2-1. Again, it's just not deserved. It's just not deserved. 2 centre halves. Moyes will be raging, and no wonder. So would I. Oh, I'm so disheartened by that. De Bruyne's got the ball. He feeds the ball through to Zinchenko, who's been playing really well for Man City, to be honest. He's been probably their standout player. But we've allowed Mahrez to do a few step-overs there. And it's a dangerous position, and he's just literally picked out John Stones in the middle of the park. Really unfortunate. Really unfortunate. Now my link has just gone. Oh no, it's not. It's back. It's rubbish. West Ham on the attack again. I mean, got to go for it now. If we want to try and get something out of the game. So maybe it's time for substitution. Anyway, we're driving forward. Jesse Lingard. Ball nearly finds Ben Johnson. Giving a West Ham throw in deep in the City half. Yeah, I mean, I can't believe that John Stones and Diaz have stepped up with the 2 goals today for Man City. I'm on West Ham. Ball's too much. John, we miss Ogbonna. I do think we miss Ogbonna, but I don't think this game, I don't think that the central defenders have been bad. I think there was just been a bit of a miscommunication for the first goal, but you can't fault De Bruyne. He's talking about a world-class player, De Bruyne, you know. Wayne Marnes, the same old bollocks and not pushing out and can't get the ball, simple things. So hard at times. But that comment would make me think, though, you're saying that we've not played well, where I think we've actually played well. We've just been unfortunate. It's two quality bits of play from Man City have warranted them getting through. We've had chances. We've played well. We've taken the game to them. Yeah, a couple of changes would be quite good now. We need to make the changes because we need to think more forward. I would rather now go out trying to get something out of this game than sitting back and, you know, there's 20 minutes to go. I still think we could, John. I do, mate. Mm-hmm. Yeah. West Ham.
Let me see. My toe that far.
You can. Where? Well, I don't know how far it can go.
Let me see in a while.
Sorry, I'm still here, but I'm just talking to little one. West Ham putting the pressure on at Man City. They've tried to clear it. It's a great header there from Craig Dawson, but it goes out for Man City. Throw in. What do you think?
Oh, is that for me?
Okay, go and show Mummy, good girl. Okay? Bye-bye. Watch your bum. Watch your back. Well done from West Ham. I want an Anton in my cup. Could you imagine? Yeah, you'd freak out. Diop. Rice. Driving forwards. Finds Lingard on the right-hand side. Still driving forward. Gets this taken down. It's a West Ham free kick. Oh. I'm really struggling today sitting down. I need to stretch. Oh. West Ham free kick. Halfway between the halfway line and Man City's goal. Maybe a little bit more in favour of the halfway line. Lingard goes for a big ball in. Oh. Dawson has just gone for it. Looks like he's taking out Edison at the same time. He's not. He's just concentrating on the ball, to be fair. Good man. Good take from Edison, to be fair. City keeper struggling. As he was coming down, it looks like he's landed on top of Fernandinho. Let's see what the comments are saying. Marking was atrocious for Stone's goal. Should have kept your head for every second. You can, mate. You can. I get it. I get it. However, we are talking about a top-notch side, and it is disappointing that that's happened and it's that marking. Ironclad had to turn off BT Sports. Cannot stand that commentator who does nothing but reel off useless stat after stat 10 seconds into the second half, and he reeled one off. 75 minutes into the game. No West Ham subs yet. It's time, I think, isn't it? Definitely time. Might as well throw on everything we've got and go for it. Completely agree with that. But they're there for the taking. I still believe it. They're definitely there for the taking. "75 minutes gone. Man City 2, West Ham 1. Dawson on the ball. Switches play completely to Sufal. Keeps the ball in possession. Fornals. Good bit of work rate, but we're dispossessed. Puts the pressure on. Well done, Souček. Fornals has got it. Souček tries to step over, but Man City get it. I think what we need to do is make the substitutes sooner rather than later before they try and push forward and get a third. At least then we've tried something. We've made a move. That's what we need to do. They made a move. They made two moves actually. They made Foden and Jesus. So it's time West Ham make a change for it. But who would you like to see come off? I've got to give credit where credit's due. I think Fornal's work rate's been fantastic today, and it's worked really well for West Ham today. However, maybe now with 15 minutes to go, we need more of an attacking threat. Bowen, Benrahma. Do you bring Antonio? Oh, I thought Antonio was going to pull up there. Do you bring off Antonio and put Lingard through the top and do the false nine, Bowen and Benrahma? Fornals and Antonio, double sub maybe. Gundogan. Thing is, though, Scott, I as much as I agree with that as well, I do. I think that could be a good move, but I think we do need that. I say it week in and week out. The ball carrying player, the creativity, and that creative player in terms of Benrahma could be quite good. Declan Rice has been dispossessed, but he's won it back. But we're dispossessed again. Mahrez from distance, great tackle from Craig Dawson. Gundogan 18 yards out. Gabriel Jesus, De Bruyne. Jesus again, back to De Bruyne. Yeah, Johnson, sorry. Yeah, I was talking about Fornals. Didn't even need to bring Fornals off. Could be Johnson. False 9, double subs, take off Antonio. I agree. Hopefully not. Gundogan driving forward for City. Feeds in Zinchenko. Mahrez shoots from distance. It's taking a deflection. It's gone out for a Man City corner. Oh, come on, West Ham. Man City on the attack on the edge of the 18-yard box. Feed it in. Good clearance there from West Ham. Lingard chips the ball over the top, but to no one. Fornals is trying to track back and put pressure on their defence. Lingard driving forwards. It's Fernandinho. De Bruyne just slowing the game down completely. Just got hold of the ball. He had loads of time, possession to go forward. He turned around and played the ball back. Held on to it for a little bit. Benrahma and Bowen looks like are coming on. Looks like it's Benrahma and Bowen are coming on. So you've got two options here. You've got Fornals and Antonio, or you've got Johnson and Antonio, or three choices, Johnson and Fornals. Okay. Any other potential movement? Come on, Moisey. Come on. Make the sub, mate. It's definitely time. Mahrez tries to play the ball through. Craig Dawson stands up to it, gets the ball. Johnson does well. Plays the ball back to Diop. They're playing. West Ham just don't get too cocky back there. Nice bit of play, though. They've done well to get the ball out. Are the subs too little, too late? I don't think so, mate. I really don't. Bowen on for Antonio. Ben Rama on for Fornals. Easy peasy. Still 10 minutes to go. 13 minutes if you include injury time. Souček back to Dawson. So composed back in the defence there, Dawson is. Oh, he's so unlucky. He sees the Fornals run and he pings an almighty ball forward and unfortunately couldn't get to Fornals. Here comes Benrahma and Bowen. Foden attacking, but it's going out for a Man City corner. Mahrez playing well down the right-hand side. Nearly 82 minutes gone. West Ham still haven't made the substitutions yet. Ederson on the ball. Oh, plays it short. Declan Rice. Antonio. Oh, we've been dispossessed. That's too easy for them. Antonio playing in Gundogan. He's driving forward in the middle of the park. Diop steps out. Takes the player out, but he's got rid of the ball. Foden's on the ball on the left-hand side. Finds De Bruyne. Who's driving into the 18-yard box. Plays it out wide to Foden. Back to De Bruyne. Zinchenko. Out wide John Stones. Fernandinho. Mahrez. Diaz. Jesus drops deep to collect the ball. Mahrez cuts inside on his left foot. Feeds the ball through to Gundogan. De Bruyne out wide to Foden. Tries to cross it in. Well done from Craig Dawson. Right, the ball's gone out, so it should be time now for the substitutions from West Ham. Benrahma. Make the substitutions. Here we go. Jared Bowen and Benrahma. So Antonio is off. Jared Bowen goes on, which suggests he'll do the false 9 role. Done well, Antonio, I thought. But yeah, right decision to bring him off. And Johnson's come off for Benrahma. He's definitely the better second half. But come on, West Ham! About 10 minutes to go if you include injury time. We're on the 83rd, going into the 84th minute. Gabriel Jesus is on the ball, deep in the West Ham half at the corner flag, and he's done well to win. Oh, I thought that was a corner, but he's actually given a goal kick. So I'll take that, but I thought it was a corner to Man City. So West Ham, is it going to a flat back 4, is it? Fornals has got the ball, gets Bowen, he was offside. Fornals gets the ball, tries to flick the ball over the top of the player, but Bowen's standing in an offside position. I think, you're right. I think if you're going gung-ho, you don't wait till there's 7 minutes on the clock left to make your substitutions. Jesus driving forwards. Well dispossessed, intercepted by Declan Rice again, who's driving forward himself. He's looking for a player. He's screaming for someone to give him Sufal. Plays the ball back to Diop, chests the ball down. Keeps the ball on the ground. Over to Dawson on the left-hand side. Finds Creswell. Switch to a flat back 4. Benrahma. Inside to Lingard. Nice bit of play between him and Benrahma. Souček to Benrahma. Back to Souček. Out wide to Creswell. West Ham players making runs. Lingard. Back to Benrahma. Keeps the ball on the field. Lingard's driving through. Oh, he's been taken down. West Ham free kick. That'll do, West Ham. That will do. Much better. Nice bit of play. Really nice interplay between Jesse Lingard and Benrahma. West Ham free kick about, I'm just trying to see where it is. 30 yards out. Over the left-hand side. You've got Lingard over the top of the ball. And Creswell. Creswell. Cleared from the City. Well done. Oh, there's no way he gave us foul for that. He got the ball and they both stood up to each other and he fell down. Pablo Fornals on Foden. So frustrating because we could have really gone at them today. I think that what the point I'm trying to make with that, what you've just said there is, it is frustrating. I think we did go at them at the first half. I think we did go at them kind of in the first part of the second half, but there was a time where we could have really made those substitutions a bit earlier. However, we've still got 5 odd minutes to go, so let's see what we can do. West Ham really piling the pressure on in the forward line. got to go for it. City players offside. West Ham free kick just on the edge of the centre circle. I'll leave the ball alone. We are tearing holes in City now. Is attacking. Moyes didn't want to give them 15 or 20 minutes. Benrahma. Nice bit of play there with Creswell. Will he get be first to the ball? City have cleared it. John Stones. West Ham throw in. 3 minutes of normal time to go plus injury time. City making a substitution. Yeah, Mandy. Cheers. Dawson switches play completely over to the right-hand side to Soufal. Chests the ball down. Finds Fornals. He wins it back. To be fair, I thought he lost it, but then he did lose it. West Ham have gained possession again. Diop in the middle to Dawson. Declan Rice. Benrahma. Loses the ball. Well dispossessed from Creswell, but it goes out for a City throw-in, and Manchester City are making their third and final substitution on the 88th minute. Slow down a bit, slow down the game. Gundogan comes off for Manchester City. Try to decide whether or not to do the review straight after the game or do it a little bit later. Rodri's on for Gundogan, making subs for 10 minutes is nuts. You might have the ball for 1 or 2 minutes out of 10. Andy Pepper. Diop's on the ball. Pings the ball forwards. City win it. Well done. Bowen finds Lingard in the middle of the park. Skips by one player, skips by another. Finds Fornals on the right-hand side. Pings the ball into the box. West Ham go for the attack. Souček, but gets to Fornals again. Goes back to Dawson, centre circle, wide to Diop on the halfway line. Plays it short to Declan Rice, skips by one player. Well done. Finds a bit of space for Dawson, just coming back into the centre circle, coming over the halfway line. Goes left to Creswell. Finds Benrahma, back to Creswell. Lingard. Drops deeper to collect the ball. Brings in Declan Rice. Goes wide left to Dawson. Goes wide left to Creswell. Benrahma's making the run, but he's not found him. Creswell holds up the play. He's going to probably feed the ball back to Dawson. Switches play completely over to the right to Diop. Cuts inside, takes on one player. And really good ball to Soufal. It's a great tackle from the City player. Don't know who that was, Zinchenko. Goes out for a West Ham throw-in, really deep in the Man City half. Mandy, I completely agree with you. We do. When we play with that intensity, we look like a good team. 4 minutes injury time. 4 minutes injury time. Come on, West Ham. Come on. Oh, it's giving a corner. Sorry, I didn't know it was going out for a corner. Come on. Oh, how's he jumped on top of Diop there? Lingard ball in. And City defending there for their lives. Two defensive headers. Done really well. Oh, Gabriel Jesus is playing a little bit of funky ball at the back there. Come on, dispossess him. Foden on the ball, driving forward over the halfway line. Tries to skip the ball by Soufal. He's done it, but Soufal's great. Fantastic. Great defending, Soufal. Come on, West Ham. Declan Rice out to Dawson. He's driving forward. Pings the ball out left to Creswell. Finds Benrahma. Brings it in. Plays it back to Dawson. Declan Rice in the middle of the park, just coming to the halfway line. Feeds the ball through to Lingard. He's taken down, and it's a West Ham free kick. Again, halfway through the half. The Man City half. West Ham got to throw men forward here. All the big lads. Set piece. 2.5 minutes to go. Come on, West Ham. Jesse Lingard over the ball. Goes for the back post. Oh, he's given a foul. I'm giving the Free kick to Man City. Suchek just brought him down. Going to go and finish top 4. Moyes needs to believe more in this team. You know what Moyes is going to say, right? And it's everything that we're going to say. Like, he's going to say all the positives, right? And it's right to say all the positives, because this has been a positive performance from West Ham. The negative side is how we can try and get the result over the line against a top 4 side. It's like, we've done all the hard work for, 65 minutes? And we had an opportunity here today. Going a free kick again. Am I reading this wrong? If you're watching me just now, are you saying that this has been a crap performance by West Ham? Because I certainly don't think it's been a crap performance by West Ham. I think there's just been a few tactical errors laterally in the game. But we've still got a bit of time. 1 minute to go in injury time. Free kick. Creswell to Dawson. Ball bounces out to Sufal. West Ham committing bodies forward. Fornals plays it short to Lingard. Pings the ball forward to Diop. Hit it! Oh, it just goes wide. Oh, no. He's headed the ball. What a ball it is in from Lingard. He finds Diop, who heads the ball. It goes to the back post, and it's like maybe 2 yards wide. However, Suchek was running in and just couldn't get to it. Oh, I'm gutted. Oh, I'm gutted. Gutted! That's it. That's going to be it now. Just waiting for the final whistle. Final whistle. Manchester City 2, West Ham 1. What do we think of that? What do we think of that? West Ham stay 4th on 45 points. City move forward to 62 points. Diaz made it 1-0 in the first half. West Ham equalised just before half-time, and then they came on and scored from John Stones' unmarked second half goal. But they did. Just trying to work out what to do in terms of the review. I might hold off and do the review later when the kids are in bed. Give me time to dissect this game so we can see what is happening. Yeah. Disappointed with that, to be honest. I mean, I'm happy with the performance. I'm happy with the West Ham performance that turned up. We've not respected them too much. I'm just disappointed because I thought we deserved something out of that game. I really do. I genuinely believe we deserved something out of that game. 100%. So I'm really, really disappointed. But we go again. Yeah, Scott. I'm going to do the review later, mate. I'll be back on. I'll try and update the. Peach, hope you're doing well, mate. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching. Yeah, we move on. We have to move on from this one. Just put this one to the decent professional performance, and that's the way it is. Anyway, listen, thank you very much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button. Please hit the like. Please hit the comments. And what we'll do is I'll put a comment out on the YouTube channel to let you know when we're going live, and we'll do a review later. Okay. But anyway, I've been Anton. This has been West Ham United, and unfortunately, we didn't get the points today. I'm just really disappointed. Just really, really disappointed. Thanks, Joan. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll be back. Later on for the review. Thanks for watching. Come on, you Irons.